You're here because one more time, if you've been trying to get into real estate, you're kind of like helping people and you got some patience. And again, you do not want to start a group home because it requires a license. You just found your next big brother, and that's me. My name is Derek, and again, super glad you're here. You guys got a lot of choices of where you could be, but y'all chose to be here, and I appreciate that. So if you on any other forum to where you can just hear me, I encourage you to come over to YouTube. That's where we're live. That's where I'll be able to answer your questions, your concerns, and we're going to have some ILF talk tonight. Today, we're going to be real relaxed and laid back. We got a bunch of announcements to make today. Yeah. But other than that, man, if you want to know how to get into real estate, the easiest way in terms of how we think of it, not having to buy property, not needing a license, I want you guys to join us on our YouTube channel right now at Forston Consultants. As I introduce my beautiful wife to you all, who does the exact same thing I do, but a little bit different. Shay, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Absolutely. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat this morning, guys. I'm Shanya Shea Forston, president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, co-founder here at Forston Consultants, and I utilize the ILF model in my nonprofit organization. Well, not mine, but the one that I get to steward. So again, the same exact things go, right? In the same way Derek runs his ILF is the same way I run my ILF. The only thing different is that I'm governed by a board of directors. So that's a group of individuals like-minded that have some type of connection in the community that can help carry the burden or the purpose of this nonprofit. So that is the blessing of that. I get to do other things outside of the ILF. The ILF is actually the program that is consistent income within my nonprofit, within the nonprofit. So I'm excited about talking about the ILF model. It's always interesting to hear people's questions and being able to answer them, because a lot of people have misconceptions when it comes to the ILF model. So welcome. We're excited to have you here, and we look forward to today's conversation. Derek?
Good stuff. And if you're coming over from the TikTok channel, please tell me that you came from TikTok, because I want to know it. I want to just say thank you personally, and I want to know that you came from TikTok. Yeah. So I put in the chat 3 times back to back of where you guys are to come. But all of my YouTube people, you guys are here now and we're live. So tell me this, where are you guys from? Put in the chat city and state, because we're going to be real relaxed today, real laid back. Yeah. I'm in no rush per se today, but I do got a lot of announcements. But before I get started, I want to just know who's new to us and also where you guys located. If you found us within the last 3 to 14 days, say, Derek, I'm new to you, bro. Derek, I don't know you. Derek, I saw a post. Derek, I saw an ad. Derek, I was scrolling on YouTube and saw something about shared housing and ILFs, and I jumped in. Right. Or Derek, I'm tired of my job, and I was scrolling, and you was talking about how I can make a bunch of money doing God's will and helping people. And so put in the chat one more time, where are you guys located? And let me know who's new to us. And again, thank you to all the people that are always here. We appreciate you guys. Shay, you were saying something? I'm sorry. Yeah,
you got to show off your new merch. Like, yeah.
That was very random, Shay.
Because I just thought about it.
My wife does.
I can be very random.
So my new merch is, we got this saying that goes by, I say that I'm unemployed on purpose. Yeah. And that's a 2-meaning definition. So we got, I was about to say paraphernalia, Lord have mercy. Apparel that explains what I like to call a 2-definition type of thing. I'm unemployed on purpose, meaning I meant to leave my job. I did that on purpose. It wasn't a mistake. But the other side that means unemployed on purpose means I'm in purpose for what God has for me, which means taking people from homeless to hopeful and also sharing it all over the world. So even though my wife is random like that, see how I can just go off the cuff? I had no clue she was going to say that.
I just thought about it.
New mug. And it says unemployed on purpose. I don't know where y'all can get this at. I don't know if she's got these for sale, but
they'll be up for sale
in the next couple of weeks. Channel. For a lot of you guys that ask, how can I support the channel? Below, we got a store. There's sweatshirts and t-shirts and all of that says this. How many of y'all, by putting the number 1 in the chat, believe one day you will be unemployed on purpose? On purpose. Because some of y'all are like me. You didn't really like your job. Like, you ready to go. Some of you guys got great jobs, and I teach y'all to keep your job, and we're going to call you double up. You're going to keep your job and start a housing program. Yeah. But put a number 1 in the chat. You said, Derek, man, I'm a lot like you, bro. I want to be unemployed on purpose.
Exactly.
And when I say unemployed, that means just from a regular 9-to-5 job. Again, I want to check the chat. How many people are like me? Because y'all, I used to be a social worker, barely making ends meet, making $28,000 a year, begging God to change my life. And he messed around and showed me a lady that was making $41,000 a month, housing people in rats and roaches.
Yep.
And look at all these ones coming through the chat. Shay, it ain't just me.
You had to talk about being unemployed on purpose.
So even though that seemed random to me, somebody needed that motivation. And let's go there now. My beginning story for all of y'all that don't know me, because I'm your new big brother.
Yeah.
I'm not that special from any of y'all. I love God. I love people. And I've always wanted to get into real estate. And watch this, because we're going to quote a lot of God and Jesus and scripture today. But watch this. I'm no pastor. I'm no priest. I'm surely not a bishop. Guys, I just got a big heart, just like most of y'all. I got patience for people, right?
Like a saint.
And I love real estate because I understand if I get into real estate, that's going to create generational wealth. Yeah. So I understood real fast that if I combine real estate and the love of God together and put it in a blender, I can pour it all over my city.
Correct.
But where the idea came from is God showed me a lady that was making 41 grand a month, housing people in roaches and in rats. And when I saw that, I said, game over. Why not me? So literally, I go all over the world now, my wife and I, teaching people the independent living facility model, but how to do it the right way. We went so far as that we trademarked it. Many years ago, we trademarked the ILF model in terms of how we teach it, how we do it, and the model of it. So if you hear this anywhere else, most of them are probably copying me. Some of them have gotten into this and they do their own thing and they call it different stuff. But listen to me for 30 minutes today and then go and listen to some of the people who you think teaching this.
Yeah.
Watch how a lot of their verbiage is mimicking me. And if you go way back, guys, I got more videos and more time and tenure than anybody you'll find on YouTube in this subject.
On any social platform. Let's
trust me on that. On my live tab on my YouTube channel alone, there's over 1,300 videos and they're all over 2 and 3 hours long. So guys, we are the people that came up with this. And again, I'm no genius. I just saw somebody doing this the wrong way.
Yeah.
One more time. If you made 41 grand a month, would that change your life a little bit?
Oh, 100%.
Put a number 3 in the chat. If you made $41,000 a month, would that change your life a little bit? And that's all this is, y'all. I just saw a lady doing this the wrong way. And I just said, man, what if I get this and do it the right way? And the cool part about it, she said, Derek, I'll never teach you this, but let me show you what I make doing it. And I'll admit, y'all, that's all it took for me. Some of y'all need for me to pull y'all hair and drag y'all in. When that woman showed me 41 grand a month, and then months later, I found out she was doing it in roaches and in rats. I said, oh, game over.
Just a mess.
I'm finna change my whole life with this. If she can make 41 grand a month, can you imagine what my life gonna turn into if I do this the right way?
Yeah. And
that's how I thought of it. So I'm done with that story. I normally take 2 hours just to tell that one story, but very simply, saw a lady doing it the wrong way. We got into it and put our own spin on it, and then we trademarked it to make sure that people don't get in this and do it the wrong way. And what I love to tell people, especially if you hate your job, you get in this and give me 6 to 9 months of your life. God and I would change your life, and you can walk away from that place.
Yeah.
Now, I got a lot of people that join me, and they leave their job in 30, 60, and 90 days. Are you one of those people? I got a lot of them in this chat and in this YouTube channel today and on TikTok. People that have been under my coaching for under 90 days, got their first house with tenants in it, and looking when can they leave their job.
Yeah.
Now, some of my newer people say they got such great jobs and their job don't bother them. They said, Derek, I ain't quit my job. Perfect. Like, I don't want you to.
Let me tell
only
you,
for people that just ready to go.
And I'll say this.
And we got a plan for it.
Right. Exactly. That's you went exactly where I was going.
Take it over.
So I think a lot of times people leave in haste and they don't prepare. Like, what people don't realize is, let me tell you, you complain about that $70, $80 that's taken out of your check every month for insurance, every week, every paycheck for insurance. When you come on this side, insurance is about anywhere, especially if it's you and a spouse, it's anywhere from about $1,100 a month. Yeah. So you've got to plan to be an entrepreneur, right? You want to make sure that you have everything in order and everything ready so that you can sustain your normal way of life, right? Without there being any interruption. So I love the fact that you said, don't be in such, you can be in a haste to leave your job, but don't be in such a haste that you leave unprepared. And that way it causes you more strife, more harm than good. That's what we don't want for you.
Absolutely. And just really quickly, type in the chat the word new if you're new to us. I want to shout out all the new people really quickly. We get a lot of people that join us all the time from a lot of places. And I just don't want to skip over the new people. Guys, I'm like one of those churches. Like, you won't come before us and we don't recognize you as being new in your first time. Like, I get why churches do that, because a lot of you guys that join us every week after week after week, we super appreciate you guys. You guys are the the core of our channel.
Absolutely.
But type in the word new right now. You just discovered me within the last 3 to 14 days.
It's a few new in there.
See, that's what I appreciate about Tina, Julian, Miss Melody. Like, and what's really cool, guys, love and life. What's really cool about most people that find us, you guys are usually just like me and my family.
Yeah.
I guarantee you right now, all of y'all love God, you love people, and you love real estate or have been trying to get into it.
Yeah.
People just been gatekeeping it. I'm your new big brother now.
Yeah.
And God just merged me and you together for such a time as this. Because what I want to show my new people really quickly, and we're going to move on to some general stuff and also some announcements.
Yeah.
So just like I told you guys can house the homeless as a mission. This is not a hobby. Shay talks a lot about like not just doing this like some side hustle. And Shay, even before I go into that, can you just do that now?
Yeah.
About why should this be a real business?
So most people get into entrepreneurship and they run their business as if it's a hobby. And what I mean by that is they don't put what's necessary into it. They start something quickly, which is fine, but you always want to prophesy over your business in so many words by starting off with a mind frame of where you want to be, right? And that's building the things that are necessary to incorporate growth. Prime example, having a CRM system. A lot of people, even us in the beginning, we didn't realize how imperative and important it was to have direct access to your contacts, to be able to communicate efficiently and effectively with the people that you're tending to do business with. It makes it more neat. It makes you more organized, especially if you're someone that has a hard time keeping things organized. A CRM, which is a customer relationship management system, helps you do that. People are afraid of getting websites in the interim, or in the beginning. You need that. You need a digital footprint, not just social media pages and platforms, but having a true website. People don't realize when you go to a bank and open up a business banking account, some banks, depending on where you go, may ask, oh, do you have a website? They may ask, oh, they're not going to say, oh, can I see your social media? They're going to say, hey, do you have a website? Do you have any social proof that lets us know who you are? And validates who you are, making sure you have an actual entity, an LLC, S Corp, whatever corporation type you want, nonprofit, for profit, whatever it is that you're trying to do. You want to make sure all of that stuff is in order. Having an EIN, employee identification number. This stuff makes you valid as a business. And a lot of people, like I said, a lot of times people don't take the time the word tells us to count the cost. And that doesn't just mean the financial cost. It's the overall cost, the cost of time, the cost of what talent needs to go in there, the cost of how do I, outlining the overall business, having ideas that you can effectively implement. Those are all counting cost actions. And a lot of people don't do that. And they just go out there, they start something. And then within 6 months to a year, if they don't see profitability, they jump out. They lose focus. They jump ship. It's a done deal. They have, they don't want to do it. So now it's just important, guys, that you do this with a mindset of longevity. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Business is a marathon. It is not a sprint.
That's a t-shirt right there.
And that's it. That's all I got. Business is a marathon.
So for all of those new people that literally just put in the chat that you're new to us. I always like to take my new people through this just to kind of show them that, like, I'm no genius. So we've already talked about what is an ILF, and just one more time for my newer people, they're just simply an environment where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight. Yeah. And then just along the way, Shay and I did decide to trademark it because we just saw how people was doing it so wrong. And I'll admit, y'all, we were surprised that the trademark was actually available. So when we got it, we just kind of molded it to the way that we do it now, the right way. Yeah. So here is me as your big brother years ago, begging God to change my life as a social worker, not really knowing that it was easier than I thought. And that's what most of y'all struggle with. Like, you're making this too hard. Yeah. One of the biggest blessings right now, and I'm gonna say right now about this industry, there is no license required to do this.
The ease of access.
Right. The ease of access, one more time, is just, again, what makes this easy. Now, one day, because Shay and I are building it right now, actually, that we are going to put some kind of parameters around it in terms of who's able to call it this, able to do it, able to accept phone calls and all of that. So just how the group home and the ALF today is kind of looked at and viewed and respected, the ILF will be one day too. So just because we want to make sure that good people are in this and also doing it the right way and not housing people in roaches, rats, beds on the floor, mattresses on the floor, right? No pillow, no pillowcase, all of that nasty stuff. Yeah. So when I told y'all that story just a little while ago, this is some of the stuff that I saw when I took a Saturday and went and saw for myself. Yep. And because I understood that a lot of y'all just simply wouldn't believe me, no knock on y'all, but y'all don't have to believe me. So I took pictures of a lot of the stuff that I saw. Yeah. And it was heartbreaking. And the same lady that was making the $41,000 a month, I was like, you can do that? So here's me at my desk again at work saying, God, it got to be more. Yeah. Can 10 of y'all type in the chat, God, it's got to be more. Even the current job you have now. Most of y'all are here because you want more out of life. But the devil is a liar that we're going to do it this way. Because nobody would teach me, y'all, I took a Saturday and I snuck to all the places. Because remember, I was the social worker. Yeah. Rookie me. Like, I begged God on that job for 9 years, y'all. I said, God, will you change my life? God, I want to help people. God, I want to get in real estate. Dummy me was in the middle of this the whole time and didn't even realize it. Until one day God said, Derek, wake up, bro. You in the middle of exactly what you want to do. Just go see it, because nobody want to teach you anyway. Yeah. So as I tell people, because I'm not real techy, can y'all see them beds on the floor? Can you see that burnt up kitchen and people still living in it? Can you see this bed on cinder blocks? Now, to all of my new people, this is what I saw that gave the idea. I am no genius. I barely finished high school. Barely. When I was in high school, y'all, they had this test called the HSCT, High School Competency Test. I'm actually shocked I still remember that. Probably because I couldn't pass it. I don't care if you was a straight A student. If you couldn't pass that test, you didn't graduate. Later came the FCAT. FCAT, if you remember that, if you got kids or nieces and nephews, you had to pass that stuff. I don't know what they got now. I finished school in the year of 2000. I've been out of school 26 years. Guys, I couldn't pass that test. So when I graduated, they gave me a rolled up piece of paper just like everybody else. Mine wasn't even a diploma. This is the first time I even told this story live. So I'm no genius. And this one, thank God for a great wife. She said, Darren, what you gonna do with yourself, man?
Wait. Before you get there, you've got to go back, because apparently you completed this test.
Shay. After they just gave me that piece of paper, like, you had to go to summer school. Thank you for bringing me back.
Yeah, you had to
go to summer school and then take this test again. Y'all, I failed this test 3 times. 3 times. The 4th time was a charm. And you had to pass the test with a 700. Shay, if I can remember, I had a 703, which means I barely finished. Then this one, thank God for a great wife, tricked me to go to college. Through the grace of God, I did better in college than I did in high school.
I think most people do.
Made the dean's list, y'all. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Forget all of that. That's what gave me the job to be the social worker that would later be the thing that would change my life. Yeah. So I love to show people always where it came from. Yep. I'm no genius. And he that findeth the wife, findeth the good thing. Thank God for my good thing, because college wasn't in my plans anyway, but it's what gave me the job that gave me the vision. And when I started begging people to show me what this was, and they told me, no, y'all, this is what I saw. Put them a 5 in the chat if you can see these beds on cinder blocks.
It was a mess.
Put them a 5 in the chat if you can see that bed on the floor and the lady making 41 grand a month doing it. And when she showed me her Chase bank app, because y'all, she didn't tell me. She said, there, look, boop, boop, boop,
it's
boop,
like
boop.
The proof is in the pudding. Let me show you.
Y'all, I nearly fainted. They almost had to pick me off the ground, y'all, because I was making 28 grand a year as the social worker sending her all of these people. Lord have mercy. Take this off that screen. One more thing I want to say. Most of y'all, again, got the love of God in you, and you wouldn't do that. Can 5 of y'all put in the chat, Derek, I wouldn't do it that way. I just want 5 people to put in the chat, Derek, I wouldn't do it that way. Because most of us are asking and praying God change our life financially.
Yeah.
And how can he actually do it and you treat people like that?
Yeah.
So I'm done with that story. I just wanted to show my new people of kind of where this idea came from.
Synergy Transport says, Shay, your new name is Good Thing.
What's up, Good Thing?
What's up, D?
Hey, because again, if it wasn't for Shay, and guys, not that I was a lazy cat, I always had a hustle. I always had a little business, right, Shay?
Yeah.
But Shay knew I had a drive in me, and she just said, how can I cultivate this drive? Now, she didn't know no better, so her thought was send them to school. Now, today, I would never send y'all to college. I can teach y'all in 6 months probably less than 6 months if you follow it, than what a 4-year degree will give you.
I'll be honest, there's more education in having a coach or a consultant than it is in what we went to college
life
for.
And having a mentorship alone is better than any 4-year degree. I don't care where you got it.
Because I tell people all the time, my master's, my MBA taught me, business, but ultimately I learned more in the field than in the classroom. My master's in business administration and my undergrad was old. It just shows that I can research, I can create something out of nothing in regards to an issue.
That degree brought clarity to kind of who I was and what I was doing. Shay had a great corporate America job. So when I left my social work job, I was still hustling. When Shay came into it, she brought the clarity, the systems. So lucky for y'all today, when y'all pay for my coaching, you don't just pay for coaching, you invest into a system.
Correct.
Like the whole back end, the website build, CRM system, the AI bots and the automations. Guys, I got bots and automations and virtual assistants in the Philippines that run this whole business now. I am not involved in my housing program as I was 7 years ago. A virtual assistant answers the phone and does all the assessments. My CRM system, which is called Digital Flow Solutions, answers the phone even in my VA busy.
Yeah.
The AI bot sets up the appointments for me to go and talk to people. Like, guys, it's all automated. Mm-hmm. So if you're doing everything on your own, you're living in the Flintstone age. This AI is a real thing, and it happens in every business. And if you're not using it, you're already behind the 8 ball.
Let's
jump into some other stuff.
So I want to talk about, just because I want to talk about the ebbs and flows of the ILF, right? Yeah. Because, we showed the pictures of how it looked in disarray. It looked a mess. It was chaotic.
It can't look like this, y'all.
But let me tell you something. It is so easy for your ILF to go that route. And a lot of people don't realize that. Like, we can bash this individual all day long. There's got to be a mindset that if it gets that way, I'm going to figure out a way to help fix it and bring it up to par. And why I say that is because you're housing people that have never had to take stock or haven't had the ability to take stock in something or take care of something, in other words. So like prime example with me, the ladies, I've housed young women, and by young, I say in their early 20s, never really lived on their own outside of the foster care system. Never had to really, don't know much about life in general, have never had to wash their clothes or scrub a toilet or anything like that. And it took me and your mom, actually. Me and Derek's mom went and we made a day of it, a weekend of it, actually. And we spent time with these young women, because I did see the house was getting a little chaotic and messy, and the bathrooms weren't like how I would like to go in and use a restroom, right? Hate to say it, but I want my ILFs to operate in such a way and be clean in such a way that if I have to go and tinkle while I'm there, I'm comfortable enough to go and use the bathroom.
That should be kind of a rule. I like that.
Right? And that is a rule, right? Comfortable
right?
enough for me to go use it. And it's times that I have other organizations aid to my ladies, whether it be some type of program or ministry, they've got to be able to use the bathroom where they're going if they can't. So those are some of the things that I had to implement early on, where I would go and spend time at my ILFs and we'll clean together. I am not above reproach. I am not above cleaning and scrubbing the toilet. As I got my gloves, I have a special closet with all of my supplies for when I go, a change of shoes, a little smock, all of that stuff, so that when I go to help them clean, it's not just me saying, hey, clean this. Hey, do this. I'll say, hey, I'm going to show you how to effectively sweep this floor. Because after you said you swept it, it still feels cruddy and grimy, right? So let me show you. See one, do one, teach one. And that's literally what we do. So it's easy to say how we won't allow for our ILFs to get a specific way, but it's easy to see them go that route if you don't implement your the way you like stuff clean. Because clean is not clean to everybody. Right? Clean for somebody may be tidy for somebody else. Prime example, I'm going to tell on my brother. My older brother, guys, has OCD. I don't want to put no titles on him, but over the last couple of weeks, Derek and I, he's always been neat. He's always been a neat freak. But over the past couple of weeks, he has shown us that it goes far beyond.
Some of his ways, I wish I was like that.
It goes far beyond.
Neat. I'm honest about that. I'm not.
Listen. Anyway, but my brother, guys, if you touch his wall, he will come behind you and wipe it. Okay. If there's let's say we're all eating at the table and somebody's done and they get up and it's a crumb. Oh, he's going to clean up the crumb before they even have time to come back and clean it. But somebody's meat is somebody's messy. So it just, again, you've got to implement things that make it how you want it aesthetically. And most times it's going to take you going in there and helping to create that aesthetic that you want them to kind of reinvent for you. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about. Yes, I love this. Our house, your home says you have to model the behavior. Absolutely. Absolutely. Somebody said something about put the number in the chat. Which number are you looking for?
So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Yes.
The first step to getting started with your own independent living facility is texting the phrase more info to 407-326-0086. One more time. If you text the phrase more info to that phone number, we're going to give you an immediate text message. You fill out your name, email address, and phone number, and we're going to send it to you instantly to watch it with you and your family or you and your team. And then if you have questions, we want you to join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel so that we can learn and grow together. But if you think that you want to move forward with one of our coaching products, we'll also speak to you by phone just to make sure that you understand fully what you're getting yourself into. And again, it starts with our webinar. So text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.
Y'all caught me asking Derek to look up my nose. I'm sorry.
We are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. I'm your host, Derek Forston. Beautiful.
I'm Shanya Shea Forston.
And if you're here, more than likely, you love God, love people, and love real estate. And we're discussing independent living facilities.
Yeah.
And if you desire how to walk off your job and start your own housing program, sometimes in less than 90 days. Yeah. So we want to answer some questions now. Let's go to the chat. I think Shay's already got a few.
So hold on, Jen. Hold on, Jen. So Chantel says, I have a W-2 job and can't be in the day-to-day of operations, nor do I want to be. This may be the wrong industry for you. I'll start with that. How do you manage stuff that comes up from tenants after they are in? So first and foremost, I tell anybody in what we do, you have to be a presence. If not, you're just running a rooming house at that point. There will be no structure because there is no oversight or lack of oversight. Your best ability will be your availability in this space, especially until you get it to a point where you have stable clients that have been there for a long period of time that you can trust. Prime example, we have both. We have two houses. He has one in Kissimmee that is about a 55-minute drive from us. And then I have one that's literally about a 10-minute drive from my house. And I don't go often because it's not needed for me. Those ladies are very stable.
Established.
They've been with me for over 3+ years. They know what my expectations are. Every time I go to the house, it looks the exact same way it did from the day they moved in. So like it's different things like that causes that. And that's called your presence. And not saying that you have to be there every day, right? You have to manage your residents. If not, they will manage you and run your program. What people don't realize is the population that we serve can be really slick. And if you allow them an inch, they'll take 17 miles. So you want to be very, not hands-on, but available. I've heard people talk about, well, I've put one of my residents in place as a house manager. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because what it ends up doing is it causes friction for one. And then two, it causes that person to kind of be sneaky, tattling on everybody else, but never saying what they're really doing. And we've learned that from experience. So, I would tell you this. If you don't want to be involved, you may want to I'm going to be honest. You may want to just buy the house, be a landlord, period. And then find someone in the community or in a network that wants to run the business. Businesses are not hands off, guys, right? Passive income, it's not, right? Marketing goes into something. I tell people all the time, you hear about, passive income, earn a passive income. Put your money into stocks and bonds. That's how you gain a possible passive income. When it comes to being an entrepreneur or a business owner, you will have to be hands-on until it grows outside of you being involved, right? And then also what you want to think of as well is if you hire someone, you now are responsible for, especially if you hire them as a W-2 or not a contracted employee, but you still end up having to pay some taxable earnings on that individual, whether they're contracted or not. So you've got to count the cost in all aspects of business before you make a decision. This is not something that I would tell anybody is a passive income generating business. It's not. It's not. You've got to be someone that can nurture relationships with case managers, social workers. You've got to be someone that knows how to market or have a team that can market your information or your business behind you. And then that's what helps to nurture the growth of a business. If not, like I said, if you're going to do it, go into real estate, buy the property, find someone that wants to run an ILF, increase the rent a little bit more. Because what people don't realize is the earnings on a piece of real estate as a general investor is what? What's the percent rule? On the return, the profit. On a regular rental.
So I think where she's going is talking about that 1% rule.
Correct.
Right. So if the rent is or if you pay, well, I don't want to go so
don't
deep
go so deep, but just
right.
On average, an investor may make about a $300 to $500 return a month on the asset that they purchase.
Meaning, Shay and I also own other real estate that where's a mom, dad, and 3 kids. In regular real estate, if you're making $300 a month, you're doing real good.
Yeah.
If you're making $400, you're doing good. It's just that in this model, because we take that same 4-bed, 2-bath, and we're housing 8 people, you're going to make more.
Exactly.
So I think that's what
correct.
You were going with.
You end up pretty much tripling what you would as a regular investor would. So I hope that makes sense. If it does, just let me know in the chat.
And also, I can even answer that, which is going to be the same as Shay, because that answer she just gave is for 97% of y'all. I'm going to coach 3% of y'all that you're one of those really busy people. You're a high income earner and you want nothing to do with running it. I coach 2 separate people right now. They're both doctors. They want nothing to do with this business, but they love real estate. So what they did, they bought my package. They buy the real estate, but I coach his family. He don't want to even be coached from it. He said, Derek, I got a lazy brother and 2 uncles. I want you to teach them. I'm going to be the real estate guy. That's what Shay is telling you.
Correct.
So if you're one of these top 3% people that's you, that can absolutely work, because we call it boots on the ground. The only way you can do with what she just asked y'all, especially under my coaching, you got to have boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Same thing for somebody that says, well, Derek, I own a house over there in Michigan, but I live in Georgia. Can I do it there?
Boots on the ground.
No, unless you got boots on the ground, meaning somebody that's got the same heart and mindset as you. Because the last thing you want to do is pour your heart into something and give it to that wink, wink, lazy cousin that don't care about it, who's not going to run it the way you would. And now that investment is not really what you thought it would be.
Correct.
So we tell people this should be in your backyard.
Yeah.
Like under my coaching, I would love if the ILF is within 45 minutes of where you live. Because one day, watch this, because I'm just honest, one day when you're in this long enough and you get the right people, it kind of becomes passive. And Shay just told you it wasn't, and she's right.
Yeah.
But for most of y'all just heard me for the first time, if you go get a house tomorrow and put people in it, that ain't going to be you.
It's not passive.
You got to go through some bumps and bruises and what I like to call knuckleheads. Y'all gonna run into some knuckleheads that's gonna teach you a lot about this game too.
Oh yeah.
I'm the best coach in the world doing this, but guess who's gonna coach you a little bit better than me at times? It's the people you serve. Tyrone, Martha, Mr. Jose, they gonna teach you how to run this business too, because according to how they act.
The lady that's
sneaks her coaching is so important.
The lady that sneaks her dog in the house at night.
Absolutely.
Right? Got the dog in the car during the day and surprise, you got a dog at night. And you don't realize it until the dog warden comes knocking and you get a call.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of things in it that you gotta.
And she just saying too in the chat, and trust me, I knew it, right? She no bad person.
Oh no.
She just said she got a W-2 that's good and she like it.
Which is
She's
fine.
like Tiffany
Absolutely.
Richardson.
Yeah.
Watch this, y'all. And remember, if you new to me, wait, you know, that was live.
Yeah.
Tiffany Richardson was with us on Monday night.
And last Saturday.
Go back and watch this. And last Saturday. Yeah. She's working 9-to-5 job.
And she's not with us today because she's doing her movie.
She's doing a move-in today.
Right. So it's ways to go ahead. It's ways to go around it. And I'm not beating up on you. I like to be very descriptive on that because a lot of people come to us with that same thought of thinking, well, I thought you said this was passive. No. I never told you this was passive. Never. You know, and just letting you know that there will be a need for you. Yeah. Right. We've got people right now that are working W-2s, have not left their W-2. And that's fine. But guess what they do? They'll take a week off and focus solely on the business. Yeah. They'll do certain things and focus. So like I know one couple right now that before they go home, they immediately go straight to their ILFs. They check on everybody. And this is every night, Monday through Friday. They're not there for 5 hours, 6 hours. They're just going in and showing up, making sure nothing happened in the last 24 hours. So you're going to have some stock in it, right?
Especially
I tell people
in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like once this thing get up and running, it's like a crock pot. You can almost set it and forget it. Yeah. But for most of y'all, 97%, Shay is right. Y'all, you can't start this and walk away from it unless you got a brother, uncle, cousin, your daughter that can also be the boots on the ground. Because I'll admit, some of my ILFs I hardly ever go to.
Exactly.
Because they run themselves because of the people that are in them. And I just, my community dictates my need, and my community screens for the military veteran and the elderly adult.
Yeah.
And they don't kick up no fuss. They're just older people that don't want to be bothered. They don't want no help from me. They cook their own bologna sandwich. They provide their own transportation, and they take their own medication without me pretending to be a nurse.
Yeah.
I hope that make a lot of sense. Because that's who we're serving. So I hope that answer was good for her and for anybody else that's listening in terms of how much, should you be over this? Tiffany Richardson gave y'all the prime example last Monday and last Saturday. She works a 9-to-5 job and is very successful at this. She's the whole reason, in fact, that we're going back to Jacksonville January 31st. In fact, let's talk about that right now.
Yeah, go for it.
Jennifer, can you put on the screen the information for the January 31st event? Tiffany is what you would call a super affiliate. She's somebody that was just like y'all, right? Didn't know who I was from a can of paint. Found us on YouTube and said, oh my God, I want to do this. She got in and became so good. She's what we call a super affiliate, meaning she can throw events on her own without my permission and then drag me and Shay to it. So she's hosting a Chat&CHEW, Jacksonville, Florida, January 31st. And if you just text that one word, the word chat, to that phone number, don't put it in the chat, don't text it to me, because that's what's going to give you all the information. Text the word chat to 904-664-6692. One more time, in case if you're podcasting and you're in the gym and you can't write it down, you got a photogenic memory, text the word chat, C-H-A-T, to 904-664-6692. Let's take a really quick commercial break. We're going to hear from David and Dennis, and we'll be right back. Hey, David, did you know that we were coming to Jacksonville, Florida for another live event teaching the independent living facility model? Yeah, I heard that. I saw a girl posting that in that ILF Academy group that you got. I saw her put a post about it. I just didn't really know that that was actually y'all. Yep, that's actually a live event that we're speaking at. Tiffany Richardson, who's actually a super affiliate at Forston Consultants, she planned this whole event. She marketed it, she planned it, and her only job was to bring Shay and I to Jacksonville to talk about it. So she's gathering 30 to 40 to probably 50 people that want to know how to do the independent living facility model, and we're going to bring it to Jacksonville, Florida, January 31st. David, make sure you don't miss it. Well, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to bring my girlfriend with me, too, because I think this is something that we can do together. All right, we are back. We are back. And guys, y'all pray for my brother David. He's an absolute knucklehead, but he's trying to get it just like most of y'all. So again, January 31st, Jacksonville, Florida. If you are anywhere within 3 hours of this place, absolutely make sure you come. And because Tiffany's hosting it, the price is stupid, cheap, and affordable. Because if I was doing it, it'd probably be a lot more, right? So Tiffany is treating y'all because she care about y'all so much. And like the coaching that she got, she's hosting an event so that we can come and give y'all all the sauce. So last time, text the word chat, C-H-A-T, to 904-664-6692, and we'll see you in Jacksonville, Florida. Shay, let's answer a bunch of questions now.
Let's go for it. So the next question that I had on the list was from Donnell Brown that asked, how is this better than a group home?
Ooh, 1,000 ways. The first way is that this doesn't require a license, no permission from my state. So many years ago, I tried to open up a group home and they just kept me jumping over hula hoops and red tape, and you got to ask permission. And you got to get a $30,000 sprinkler system.
Correct.
Right. I got to get permission for whoever I'm even housing. With an ILF, no license. With the group home, a license. ILF, I don't have to own the property. Group home, IDD, ALF, you have to own the property. My model doesn't require zoning of any kind because of the people we're housing. Group home, IDD, ALF, zoning is required because your ALF can't be within a certain mile range of somebody else's ALF. So I can keep going on and on. And again, I make the decisions about who move in.
Hold on.
I don't have to call people. I don't have to. I'm sorry.
Sprinkler systems.
Yeah. No $30,000 sprinkler system. And when somebody call me, I can say, hey, John, what's your name, bro? Oh, John Brown. Perfect. How old are you, John? What's your medications? John, you got the money to move in? Because, John, we charge $820. Oh, you do? Perfect. And, John, what's your medications? John, you ever lived in a shared living environment before?
Yeah.
Meaning with a bunch of other people? Oh, you don't mind, John? And, John, you want to move in Monday at 3 o'clock? No problem. I'll see you Monday. You can't do that in a group home or an IDD and ALF. You got to jump ropes and fill out paperwork and call people. Now, yes, we have an assessment, but just to show you again the difference, I don't need permission from nobody in my city.
Correct.
I just showed you a lady earlier that was making $41,000 housing people in roaches and in rats. See the picture? Because I knew y'all wasn't going to believe me. I took pictures of this stuff, y'all. And as you see, I get real excited about it because most of y'all, what stop you is what stopped me for years. Dumbing me on that job for 9 years, thinking I got to buy the property, thinking I got to ask my city, thinking I got to get a ACA certification. Because if you live in Florida, it's called ACA. But if you're in Georgia, North Carolina, it may be called something else. And if you only gave me 14 seconds, or actually, if you gave me 30 seconds to explain what this is and why it's the best, we take people from homeless to hopeful. You don't have to own the property. No license required. And most of y'all can get 2 of these and walk away from your job. Because most people that meet us, most of y'all make 40 grand or under. I was making 28 grand a year. We call it poor. Just saying. Robbing Peter to pay Paul, never having enough. Guys, most of y'all can get 2 of these and leave your job because of what it makes. We take one property and rent to multiple people. How many of y'all have ever dreamed of being a multifamily? You thought of a 30-unit building, 60-unit building. Put a number 7 in the chat if you ever wanted to get into a multifamily. Put a number 7 in the chat if you've ever said, man, you know what? It'd be cool to own a 4-plex, a 8-plex, a 32-unit. What if I told you this is the same thing? Because I'm going to take a 4-bed, 2-bath home, and I'm going to take 8 people from homeless to hopeful. I'm going to get paid through SSI, SSDI. I'm going to get paid from the guy that works at Walmart, Sonny's Barbecue, Burger King, McDonald's, or the local prison guard, or the local mailman. Anybody that doesn't mind living in a shared living environment. Now, that was over 30 seconds, but that's the difference between this and a group home. I need no permission.
The other thing too, like with the group homes, because we have some people that we've consulted, Francesca, the Dawsons, their last name is Dawson, and they are in the APD. Did I use those? Okay. They have APD housing. They have to have staff. They have to have, again, the sprinkler system. They have to have a licensed, dietitian, that comes in and and reviews their menu. They have to have all the documentation. Oh my God. Like her documentation is ridiculous. And at any time, if like something goes missing, something goes awry, what people don't know, let's say you charged and the documentation doesn't reflect the charges appropriately, you have to pay that money back. Like you've got to write them a check back for what they paid you if they find that your documentation is not adequate for the services that you've provided in that. Francesca and all of her staff have to maintain regular annual education hours on medication management, on a whole bunch of different things in order to stay a viable housing program. So, and she does have ILFs. So don't get me wrong. She has ILFs.
She got 4 of these first, and then went APD.
The ILFs paid
group
for
homes or APD. They all have their place. But I'll admit, just me, Derek, I'm the right now kind of guy. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait 3 years to open a program. So Francesca came to us, got 4 ILFs, and then went the APD route, which took her 3 years to get it. Like, I don't knock it.
The
That's just not
licensing
for me.
process took her 3 years.
I don't have the patience.
And then the biggest hurdle is the hypocrisy in it, right? You've got to find a social worker that likes you enough to start moving residents towards you. They put in it was a lot of sacrifice for the Dawsons.
Yeah.
They actually moved into their, like, they own property, right? They don't just have a property, they own properties. Their primary home, they had to relocate into the APD property because they couldn't hire staff initially, and they had residents. APD is 24 hours a day. There has to be 24 hours of supervision.
You need staff.
You have to have staff.
That's another one, ma'am. There is no staff.
Yeah.
So to the lady that asked that, I think that's a great question. Ma'am, did that make sense now? Yeah. Like, do you now get what's the difference between an ILF and a group home?
I'm not sure if it was a lady or
yeah. I thought that was a lady. I'm sorry. So whoever that person was, let me know in the chat. Like, shout me out and say, hey, Derek, like, that was me. And that does make sense. Next question.
So the next question is, in my program, I plan to offer lessons on character development and practical job skills. Would there be any benefit to this?
I think it'll be a benefit to your clients. Now, if you're asking me, will you be paid for it? I'm gonna say no.
No, but to the clients,
but absolutely, there's a benefit for teaching character development. Yeah,
absolutely, 100%. Right? Most nonprofits do this. I don't go in and teach it, but I can, have a partnership that comes in and renders these services for my residents. But for the most part, you've got to feel the energy in the room, right? If you've got residents that, like for me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have about 5 individuals that will never be able to obtain employment. Character development, great, right? But most of them are attached. Those 5 people that I talked about, 5+, they're all connected to case management, social work. So that's already being done. A lot of that's already being done. And those services are being rendered by their case management team. So I don't have to really get involved in that. But on the other hand, the ones that do need it, yes, you can definitely render that and see some success in that, because you'll be able to kind of put caveats into the program that you're running and say, hey, my mentor, prime example, they have to have a bank account. And a percentage of their, they have case managers that monitor the residents' income, because the goal of his program is that they either buy a house once they exit out of his 3-year program, or they have enough funds to, be able to sustain at least 8 months of was it 8 months to a year of a rental fees, lease fees. So you can put a lot of different things in play and see how they work and just reinvent it if it doesn't. So yeah, I can see it being beneficial.
Absolutely. Great question.
Someone asked, hey guys, are we allowed to use taking people from homeless to hopeful on our flyers?
I'll put it
didn't trademark it,
like
just put it this way.
It's not trademarked.
Right.
So, but even better, why not put that phrase? Because it sounds like you like it when we say it. Why not take that phrase, put it in ChatGPT and say, give me 3 more ways to say this, but make it 50 times better and more impactful and more powerful.
I love that.
That way now you get your own version. Mm-hmm. But if you just asking in terms of something being I have not trademarked
and
that.
Then listen, Zelenda, then you get your own version. Then you go to the USPTO and you see if it's trademarked. If it's not, then post it everywhere and make sure. And I'll give you a hint. When you start posting your saying, put the TM next to it. And every time you post it on a flyer, on whatever, put that TM, the little TM right in the top corner of it. So that way you can prepare for trademarking.
Good stuff. Somebody asked, could you do this in a mobile home?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Last night, literally on my page, I posted 3 separate videos of us driving through mobile home parks. In fact, I got a surprise for my one-on-one coaching students and for anybody that's in our $5 group. Guys, we have an elite ILF Academy that's only 16 cents a day. Mm-hmm. It's $5 a month. I'm literally going to give the spiel to that group of what are we saying to these mobile home parks for them to say yes. So if you have not joined our $5 ILF Academy, please join that group. The cool part about it is never in life have I ever given the master class for the ILF model, which is 4 hours long, or the HRA model, which is the Housing Referral Agency model, which is 1 hour and 45 minutes. Nobody gets that other than my one-on-one students. Guys, for the first time in life, I put that in that $5 group. So if you never buy my coaching, if you never say, I don't want to spend $7 grand, $5 grand on your coaching, if you do nothing else but join that $5 group, guys, my master class, which is 4 hours, it ain't a question you can think of that's not in that teaching. And that group is actually going to get two things. They're going to get the spiel of what are we saying to these people. They're also going to get that spiel of, I'm going to break it down to y'all. Yesterday, two of my residents called me and said, Derek, you won't believe this.
You going to do that?
I'm going to tell the people, but I'm not going to. Watch how I do it.
Whoa.
Two of my residents called me yesterday, and I got the text message to prove it. And I'm going to bless y'all with it.
If that's what you're doing, I'm going to just say,
we learn stuff sometime from our tenants. And if you're in one-on-one coaching with me, or if you're in that $5 group, please listen up, because this is going to change your life. Two of my tenants had a visit from what I'm going to call a social worker case manager from an insurance coverage agency.
And we're going to give you all the information. Just put it that way.
Both of my tenants have Medicaid and Medicare. Let me put me on big screen because I don't care about that picture right now. Both of my tenants who I'm talking about have Medicaid and Medicare. Usually under my coaching, I don't care about neither one of them, because I don't take that stuff under an ILF model. But because my tenants did due diligence, they found an insurance company that would give them $490 towards their rent. Lord, I'm gonna let the summer show, because somebody gonna miss what that even means. Derek, why are you so excited that your client gets a benefit? Guys, he gets $490 towards rent that can go to us. Why is that a win-win? First of all, it's a win-win for my tenant,
because he gets to put more money back into his
$490 from his SSI check. Oh, I hope y'all catching this.
Let the church say amen.
And I'm going to share, because I want all of your tenants to get this insurance, so that if you got somebody struggling to pay the rent, watch this, not trying to be funny, some of y'all are not charging enough for your rent because your clients can't afford it. What if you put an extra $490 in their pocket? You can now probably raise their rent of where it should be. Not to be mean or mischievous. Some of y'all have been an absolute blessing to people, and you are not charging what you should.
Guilty.
Including me, and especially that one.
Guilty.
We now got an insurance that will give your tenant $490. They get it on a debit card. They just give you the number. And remember, if you want my coaching, you got the system that swipes that card every month. We don't collect cash here under the ILF model at Forston Consultants under our coaching.
All right, now leave it at that, because you're going too deep.
We use Digital Flow Solutions, which is the software system we give y'all with my coaching, or you can get it separately, just buy it on its own. You don't need my coaching. But that's the system of how we collect rent.
Yeah.
The Perez family was asking that anyway, Derek, how you collect rent through our system. But back to that. So if you haven't joined our $5 group, and watch this. This may sound mean to some people, but I really mean this. If you want to invest $5 a month in yourself, you're the kind of person I'm trying to avoid, actually. Because the people that are in that community, we're building something. My one-on-one people in that $5 group, they just special for whatever reason. And that group is going to get the mobile home spiel. I'm going to probably do a class on it, probably a whole, like a teaching.
Yeah.
And you're also going to get that insurance that I want all of your residents to get. Because guess what my guy told me? He said, Derek, we got $490 and it started February 1st. And Derek, the guy already said he wants your number because he want to be able to present it to all your tenants.
And
my tenants thought about my other tenants.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, these people are good stuff.
It's gonna be a blessing to the tenants, right? Because now they get access to an additional set of income. that can benefit them in such a great way and help them with everything that they need outside of what they already have.
Two got T right here that's in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yes.
Them two guys you just got, they both probably gonna qualify for this.
T said we need a name in the group.
And T, watch this, real live example. T was on our channel about a week ago, and she was in Family Talk. T, you just moved in a guy, you lowered his rent because he couldn't afford it. This is what I'm talking to. Oh, see, I'm starting to scream now, y'all. I'm sorry. I just get excited. T, this is what I'm talking about. You was a blessing to that guy, lowered his rent, but I'm finna show you a way to get that joker $490.
Hey, we on YouTube.
Lord have mercy.
Just remember, we on YouTube.
Lord have mercy. Woo!
Join us in the ILF Elite Academy. It's right down here at the bottom. Right there.
5 FIVE to the phone number 407-326-0086. And watch this. Even without that, I'll admit the whole drive for everybody why you should want to be in that group. Guys, my master class is in that group. Otherwise, you would have never been able to get that kind of coaching unless you was under my one-on-one coaching, which is this year $7,500. Yeah. Now, the ILF Collective, where we learn and grow together and we meet every 2 weeks, that's what I'm driving everybody to, really. Like, that's what I really want everybody in. In fact, watch this, y'all. 0 people are in that group right now because I just announced it. February, I think it's 4th or 5th.
Hold on, let me
is when we start that. I'm gonna give such a stupid, crazy, like special deal. And Jennifer, who's our grant giver, is in here.
Yeah.
Jennifer already said she's gonna do this, y'all. Because guys, I don't control our pricing and stuff. Jennifer, who's in here, does. And Jennifer told me that she's gonna bless the first 10 people because there's nobody in it. So starting in February, our ILF Mastery Blueprint Collective.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna teach the socks off of your feet every 2 weeks. You go learn from the stuff that I give you. You come back to me every 2 weeks for the rest. Watch this. Jennifer's going to give a $2,000 discount for the first 10 people. That cohort, guys, is $4,997. It's $5,000. But for the first 10 people that get it, we're going to release this actually Monday at 7. So when we go live Monday at 7 right here, so Jennifer, just be ready for that. Jennifer said the first 10 people that get it, because I want to start a group with at least 10 people. Yeah. And I want to make it a no-brainer. So instead of paying $4,997, whatever the math is, when you minus that by $2,000, that's what you pay those first 10 people. Everybody else, y'all gonna pay $5,000. The first 10 people, because I want Google reviews, I want video reviews, because I'm gonna spoil y'all. And I want all of y'all to give a review. So I'm gonna cut the price. Basically, I'm gonna give you $2,000 off just to give a review to other people how great it is. Shay, what you think about that?
Wow.
All kind of coach. I got a coaching package that's $35,000, $7,500, $5,000, and $1,000. But if you get nothing else, please get that $5 group and come to YouTube 7 days a week.
Choking on my spit.
That's my advice. If you want to, people say, well, why you gotta charge so much? I made that group for people like that. Or for people that say, Derek, I want it all. I got some people that get all of this stuff.
Yeah.
I got people that's in other coaching and they're still in the $5 group because I'm building a different community with them people. So again, text the word 5 to 407-326-0086. And then Jennifer, Monday night at 7 p.m., that's when we're going to release how those 10 people can get that $2,000 discount.
Wow.
But I'll admit right now, if you know you're one of the people that want it, type in the chat 2,000 because Jennifer's going to be able to see it. Type the word 2,000 just so that my team will know who's ready for that. Shay, hop in and go any way you want to.
So personal business asked how much your package. I have the place, I have the money, and I'm ready. So personal business, do us a favor. Text Jen, JENN, to 407-326-0086 and just converse with her because you can most likely fall into this space of getting that discount to join the collective. And the reason why we call it the collective, and I'm gonna be honest, like Derek says, the collective is going to meet more frequently than the ILF Mastery Blueprint one-on-one people.
My one-on-one people just only want me when they want me. right? Y'all gonna get me every 2 weeks. They don't even get me that much.
Correct.
So that's the cool part about the collective.
Yeah. So the collective is going to be more geared to a group setting. And those sessions are amazing. I'm gonna be honest, when we've done it in the past, in group coaching settings, and it's been amazing the amount of information each individual party learns because of what the other people bring to it as well. Yeah. The situations.
And my IMB members are in it.
Right.
So my one-on-one coaching client, they're actually going to be in this group as a support to y'all.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's the cool part about it. So Christy wants it, and Tanae wants it.
So Jen actually
wants it. So
Jen actually put something up. She says text the number 2000 to 407-326-0086, and she'll get you all enrolled and set up.
I'm giving a $2,000.
That's pretty cool. I think that's cool.
I'm gonna make it crazy, right?
I think that's cool. I'm excited.
What's cool about it, Shay, is 0 people in it. So the faster you get in this group, you're gonna feel like you got me one-on-one, and it's every 2 weeks. So please get into it while it's small. Right. Don't let this group go to 8,000 people before you get in it, right? So I'm telling you right now, there is nobody, because it's new. 2026 is the first year I brought out the collective. Yeah. Because again, quite frankly, y'all, I'm kind of getting away from the one-on-one coaching.
And we didn't,
even though we still have it.
Yeah, and we didn't do it in January because we wanted to kind of recreate some stuff, modify some things in our coaching experience, so that way when we did start it, it will start afresh, not with y'all seeing us fixing stuff as we go. So it's all about making sure that it's prepared and packaged well for you all, so that way we're not wasting any time. And once we start meeting every 2 weeks, we're off. We're taking
in fact, I got a whole slide today where I even talk about that, but you guys are going to get all the coaching, all the material, all the paperwork, the CRM system, the website build out, like virtual assistant, all of that comes with it. Yeah. So y'all instruction is going to kind of be, go through this stuff, see you in 2 weeks. And imagine this, but cater to you, your city, and your family, just like this every 2 weeks. So the cool part about it, again, and I'll say it again till the sun comes home, that group is actually going to get more of me than any of my other coaching clients. Because quite frankly, guys, people that buy the one-on-one coaching, they just say, Derek, I don't want your group coaching. I want you when I'm ready to call you. Right. I don't want every Wednesday at 7. Those are the people that usually want that. They want me on their time because they're busy. And that's why I offer it, right? But the collective, I'm going to be like hosing you down with information bi-weekly. And I'm also going to let a lot of my other people like Tiffany. Yep, a lot of the other Tiffany, a lot of the people that are already doing well at it, for them to pour into you as well. Yeah. So I'll admit, I'm more excited about that actually than the one-on-one coaching.
Don't forget, text 2000. I see them coming in now to the phone number. And Jen will give you all of the information.
Hey guys, please do me a favor. I don't mean to over talk shit. No, you good. This is real important. Guys, only text 2000 if you know you're going to be one of those people, because I'm telling Jennifer to cut this off at 10. So I would hate for her to cut it off at 10, and then 3 of y'all ain't even serious and you're not ready to move forward. You're going to block 3 people from getting it. So, Jennifer, when this gets to 10 people, I'm cutting this, right? Because it's already a stupid price for what they're going to get.
And not only that, just the access. We want to make sure
first 10 people that move fast.
Yeah, and we want to make sure that we're giving people the necessary attention, right? We don't want to just make it so large that we don't have that time to fully engage with each individual at every session. So that's the biggest reason why we do it this way.
And we also offer financing. So anybody that thinks that the price may be a problem, we offer financing through Klarna and Afterpay. So we're living in a zone of 2026. One of my quotes this year is like, no excuses. Like this whole year is a no excuse zone. And I'll admit, y'all, that's the reason why I made that $5 group. I know everybody ain't got $7,500. I know everybody don't have that $5,000. Some of y'all don't even have the $1,000 for the DIY. But if you don't get that $5 group, God gonna be so disappointed at you. Because he said, my child, Derek gave you something at every level, no matter where you're at. Yeah. We're here 7 days a week live on YouTube. My team, just for people, because y'all kept emailing us, we had over 20 probably emails last week saying, Derek, can you put out something early morning as we're getting ready for work? Guys, my team now, 7 days a week, put something out, or a recording or a past room at 7:15 a.m. every morning. So I'm like a TV show now. 7:15 in the morning.
You syndicated.
Syndicated. 7 p.m. in the evening. And for my West Coast people, they play one at 11:45 at night.
Yeah.
And guys, that's all free 7 days a week. So if you don't get into this thing that God has put on your heart, you doing yourself and your family a disservice, guys. And for $5 to get my master class, both the ILF and the HRA, unbeatable. And again, most of y'all, 90% of y'all should start with the HRA, which will teach you how to get your phone to ring. Because if your phone don't ring, I don't want you to go out and get a house. I'm saying so many people say, hey, I got my first house, y'all. Can y'all teach me how to get the people now? Oh, no, that's not how that works. You're going to be paying rent from your pocket, and that's not fun. So that was my spiel. I'm done with that. Let's jump back and let's get some questions. Yeah. And guys, please don't type that 2000 in this chat. Type it to the phone number that's on that screen. Text it to 407-326-0086. And again, Jennifer, the first 10 people will start that February cohort, and we're going to be all together. And every session will be recorded. I got a lady right now that said, Derek, I ain't going to probably be able to make them all. No problem. It's going to be recorded. You won't miss nothing.
Exactly. And we upload them into a course.
I'm excited about that group.
Also, just so y'all know, that's Texting 2000.
And they still putting it in the chat on YouTube.
No, don't put it in the YouTube chat. Go to your
Somebody
phone.
Gonna miss it just by doing that.
Go to your cell phone, to your SMS, to your text messages. And at where it says phone number, I want you to type 407-326-0086. And for the message that you're going to put, just put in 2000. That's it. Okay. And I like to break it down because not everybody is techie like that. So I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to gain access.
T said you can make money or make excuses, but you can't make them both.
Oh my goodness.
The $5 group is a no-brainer.
T is a PT.
And this is coming from somebody that's gotten started less than 90 days under our coaching. T is the very reason that one of our events this year will be in Baltimore, Maryland. Put a number 3 in the chat if you're in the Baltimore, Maryland area, or we're within 2 hours of Baltimore.
You didn't say it right. Maryland. So we got to take Anita with us when we go.
Oh, that'd be so
cool. Can you imagine? I think depending on where it is, I may have to figure that out and take Anita.
Have to figure that out. Yeah.
I'm gonna take one of my residences
that's from Maryland.
It's from Maryland.
So blue crabs and all that. Y'all crazy about them blue crabs, right?
We have to think about that. Yeah, she's like a mother figure in the house. I love her so much. She's my pumpkin.
So back to the questions in the chat.
All right, let's go.
Let's knock them out.
Our House Your Home says off topic, but not off topic. Did we get your video last week? I'm not sure what video you're talking about. I have text the number and ask Jen. So just because I don't know, I don't know what number you're talking about.
Unless she was supposed to do some kind of like Google review through video.
I'm text sure. Jen. Text Jen at the phone number. Just say, hey, Jen, just wanted to know if you got our video. So that way that she can confirm for you.
Okay.
Prestige said, I really want to do this. I have a house ready to move in here. Jacksonville, Florida. I hope to see you on Saturday.
Sure you come to the event then.
Will we be seeing you on Saturday? Next Saturday? If not, go ahead and text the text to join the chat and chew.
Yeah.
All right. Can you speak getting referrals and how to build relationships with case managers?
Oh yeah. So that's also, guys, in that $5 group. So like in that master class, when you click the tab that says learning, it's there. But I'll go over some here because I love to teach anyway. That's just me. You will get it deeper in there though. So the biggest way of how we do that, ma'am or sir, is just how you found me. You found me running my big mouth on social media.
Correct.
95% of every placement that we have comes through TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. Now, if I want to say it in order, we actually call it lift. So I believe in you lifting your brand, and lift for us is spelled LIFTT.
Correct.
LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads. So through the system that we give y'all, you make one post, hit one button, it goes to all 5 places at one time.
Yep.
So every social worker and case manager that is needing what you offer, because remember, y'all, I was the social worker for 9 years. I was looking for people like y'all. Unfortunately for me, it was one lady in my city that had rats and roaches. So it wasn't no choices. But that's how we build relationships. And my favorite one is keeping God first. And I deliver coffee and donuts, and I set up appointments to meet and talk to people. Because watch this, y'all. Everybody in your city is looking to do this.
Yeah.
Everybody in your city is calling these hospitals, but nobody is saying, thank y'all so much for the great work y'all do. Coffee and donuts on me and my team today. Oh, and by the way, if you need housing, I take my card or my flyer to the top of the donut box.
Exactly.
So, ma'am, to answer your question in the quickest way possible without going 2 hours, because I can do 2 hours on this one topic, social media and in-person meetings are my top two. Social media is how they find me. The in-person meetings is how they trust me. Just like you all. You found me on social media. Some of y'all gonna trust me because of today.
Yeah. You
saw us live. And there is nothing like being live inside of that hospital.
Can I
put number 3 in the chat if that makes sense?
You've got to be consistent with your message, with who you are, and promoting, right? Marketing your business. I tell people a lot of times you won't get the traction. You may not get traction with case managers and social workers for the first 2 to 2 months, 3 months. And it's because they're trying to make sure that you are who you say you are and that you really stand behind what you're doing. And they want to make sure that you're in it for the long haul. We see a lot of people start ILFs, and I talk about this, and I probably said it last week and every time, I mean, on Monday and whenever we go live, but a lot of times social workers get tired of us, of the housing providers, because a lot of the housing providers are fly by night. Yeah. They don't stay in it long enough.
Saying the wrong stuff too.
Yeah. And the conversation is really incorrect. So it's a lot to go into. And the one thing I tell people all the time is, believe in yourself enough to be consistent in offering what you offer as an ILF or a housing provider. Don't let one no deter you. Don't let one missed phone call or missed opportunity cause you to feel unsuccessful. You've got to be consistent. We had Derek's first house was empty for about a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah, about two and a half.
Okay, sorry.
Close to 90 days.
Yeah, 2.5 months. And I didn't see Derek give up. I watched him dig his toenails into the ground and say, I am going to do this come hella high water.
Also, because I told Shay, I said, Shay, this thing gonna change our life and I'm gonna be able to leave my job. So I couldn't make an excuse. Right? Make sense, y'all? Like, I couldn't come back as a man and make an excuse. Well, baby, it didn't work. No.
Yeah. And I'll add something else to this. And who was it? It was Casty. Also be mindful, like bus stations. A lot, depending on where you're at, the homeless or unhoused population are, kind of communed around bus stations and areas of mass transit. So you want to make sure that you're even promoting to them. Connect with other organizations, nonprofits in the community, find out what resources are, or what organizations are providing resources, whether it's meals, whether it's clothing, even your shelters. Go around and communicate with them who you are, what you're doing, and let them know that you are someone that's actually in the fight to combat homelessness as well. And that'll help you build your contacts. And then something I also tell people all the time, and I'm going to share it until it happens. I think it's happening. I don't know when our PIT is soon, but learn more about your PITs. It's called point in time counts. And that's like the census for the unhoused. So a community-based organization, or it may be a local government-based organization that helps put this together, and they recruit volunteers to go out and assist them in counting the unhoused, those that are sleeping outdoors during a specific point in time. So that hence the statement point in time count. Also, do your due diligence, right? Look up the statistics from last year's point in time count in your area, so you can see what you're dealing with. How many people were deemed homeless on that particular night that they did the point in time count. That makes it beneficial for you because it's now giving you insight. And if you go ahead and volunteer for that, it's putting you in the face of other community organizations that are in the fight to combat homelessness. So now you go with your cards. Oh, and talking about cards, I brought back our digital cards. So anybody that has Digital Flow Solutions, you'll start hearing my team talking about, do you want a digital business card? But again, like, have that stuff on you, have it readily available. So that way you're always introducing who you are and what you do. In our vehicles, on our phones, Derek and I have flyers and stuff like that. So wherever we go, I have toiletry totes, which is the toiletry packages for the homeless. It has shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrush. It has soap. It has everything that they need in a little knapsack, of course, with a bottle of water, some Vienna sausages and crackers. So that way, and my flyer. So now I'm not just, wherever I go, I have something to hand to someone that's unhoused. And I got them in my car. I got them in Derek's truck. Like, they're in every vehicle that we own, so that when we're out and about, we pass somebody that needs help, they have our information as well as a toiletry tote. And the fun thing, if you guys are going to do toiletry totes, get they're biodegradable wet wipes. And you can buy them by the case, by like the gamut. You can buy them by the hundreds and thousands, and they're very inexpensive. But think about it. A lot of times the homeless population may not have access to water, but they have wet wipes so they can feel clean. So if you're ever thinking of doing something, there's a gem for you. But that's it for that one. What's next?
What's next is a commercial break. We'll be right back.
David, I know you're not there yet, but remember I told you to act in faith. And while you're doing all the homework that I told you about earlier, always be looking for a property, whether that's on Zillow, Realtor.com, Facebook Marketplace, or word of mouth using your social media. Always be looking for a property, because you just never know when God's going to say, go, it's your time. Yeah, I remember that. But, and you won't believe it, but I actually found the property, and it's in one of them HOAs. And see, David, I can tell already you haven't been listening, because that's one of my major rules, is that we never start an independent living facility in an HOA or a community association. Because always in the fine print, it's going to say something about you can't run a business inside of here, and you can't not sublet, which is the entire model of what we do. Does that make sense?
You can get started.
We're back.
We are here, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing is easy, but everything is possible to him that believes. Put a number 1 in the chat if you believe so far from what you've heard that you could do this. Say, Derek, this sounds possible. Put a number 1 in the chat right now. If so far from what you've heard over the last hour, put a number 1 in the chat if you think this is possible. And if you're anywhere other than YouTube, please come to the YouTube channel at Forston Consultants. That way I can read and answer your questions. But I just want to know, because I see a lot of people responding on TikTok. Put a number 1 in the chat if so far what you've heard, that you don't have to own the property, there is no license, and the people that we're housing are completely independent. And the way I love to break it down is this. They cook their own bologna sandwich. They provide their own transportation. And they swallow their own medications without me being a nurse.
Or reminding them.
Like, that's the whole opposite of a group home or an ALF. And that, again, is what makes it the cheat code. So last call. If you feel like you can do this, put a number 1 in the chat, and we're going back to the question.
They blowing up that chat. So I love the fact that we can see everybody that's texting. So you see me keep looking at my phone or my wrist.
Get this same system.
Because you're getting, it's Digital Flow Solutions. So all of our business SMS comes right here to our wrist and to our cell phone. If you want that
system, we give to y'all. So instead of you texting one social worker, you can text 400 of them at one time.
Yeah.
Saying, good morning, my name is Miss Sanchez. And I just want to let you and your team know we have an open house for our ILF on February the 19th, and we're inviting you.
Yeah.
You hit a button one time, that go out to 400 social workers. You talking about an open house, which is also one of our secrets.
Let's do it. All right. Can I open one in Milwaukee or Atlanta?
Absolutely, you can. I coach
sure
people
can.
in both areas.
We
So
sure
yes,
do.
this works in all 50 states.
Joanne.
Okay. Next question.
Yep.
In fact, Joanne, right?
Yeah,
Joanne's in
Wisconsin.
Racine, Wisconsin. Put in the chat, how far are you from Racine? Because we merged you with Miss Joanne. Shay, back on you.
When people want to move in, do you pick them up and move them in?
No, we don't provide transportation. I'm gonna pretend you just joined me 8 seconds ago.
She's new.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, they're new.
So in the beginning, y'all, I'll admit I drove these people. Like my last 2 months at my job, I was putting these people in my car on my lunch break. Guys, I've done this all the wrong way. Now don't tell my job. Who cares? I left that place a long time ago.
I'm sure they know.
I was sneaking people through the kitchen at my job, putting them in my car. I don't care if they hear it now. Who cares? I'm gone. But to answer your question, and I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna give a major gem that only my coaching clients get. Watch me say out of one side of my mouth, we do not provide transportation.
But we do.
But the other side, yes, I do. Mr. Social Worker, I have a driver there at 2 o'clock to pick up Jose and Miss Karen. Guess how I'm doing that? Through Uber for business. Not the regular Uber that's bringing your McDonald's. Not the regular Uber that your cousin do.
Correct.
Uber's got a way that you can do an Uber for business that only accepts a real domained email address.
So it can't be a Hotmail, can't be
no
Gmail,
no Ymail.
You can't even sign up.
Secondchance. .com.
Yeah, it
not
cannot.
Gmail, hotbody13.com. That ain't working. So watch, I just told you in one breath, we don't provide transportation. But watch, I just told you how the social worker thinks I'm genius and that I got it all together because I said, yes, ma'am, we'll pick up Ryan. Because if you guys don't give bus passes or pay for the taxi like y'all usually do, because I'm a coach you, that's how I usually go.
Correct.
But if not, man, we can have our driver. Now it's like, you got a company.
You got a company.
Ooh. Somebody said our driver. Can 10 of y'all put in the chat and put our driver will be there at 10 a.m. to pick up Miss Karen? Boy, that is powerful. For things you bought. So can you imagine when you invest into this? If 2 of y'all, to be honest, only 2 of y'all. How many of you all right now are learning more today just through general questions than you like paid for stuff? Just 2 of y'all tell me. TikTok going crazy right now. Everybody saying our driver. See how that makes sense? They think you got a whole transportation company.
Our driver.
But using a third-party company. Not our father, but our driver. I love that, Shay. Back on you.
Okay, so next question. Christy says, with the current rental prices, what is an acceptable amount to charge for shared rooms, private rooms, and or suite?
Hop in, Shay.
So Christy, I would tell you first and foremost, count the cost.
They love that our driver. It's pouring in.
I would say count the cost, right? First you want to kind of know, hey, what's the average payment of SSI, SSDI in your area? And then go from there to making sure that they can have money left over, of course. And then you want to make sure that the rent, it just depends. I'm gonna be honest. So the way I tell people to look at it is, again, find the average in a decent neighborhood, not the heights, not the hood. Then you're gonna do the math on how that house can be separated, whether it's 2 per room or 1, because you want to make sure that it's adequate space. And then you're going to say, okay, if I have 2 people per room and this rent is $2,000, I'm going to factor in the lights and water because we're not going to put that on them. That's going to help you kind of get your baseline. And then you can say, okay, with a profit margin. So you want to look at, and I hope I'm breaking this down.
What was the question? Because I want to hear it again.
How do they figure out the rental, the rent bed fee?
Yeah. Hey, y'all, don't let Shay come. So here you go. You ready? So there's 2 ways. You got to look at the overall of what you paying. So if you go find a house for 2 hours in this thing. So if you say this shit, you go find a house for $2,000. Like, what do we need to charge to make enough money? The cool part is it's a lot of people in your city that already do this. Go to Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that.
Type in the word that says room for rent. It's going to show you what other people are kind of charging, which will give you an idea of where you should be. My other favorite way to do it, and guys, I teach all of this in that $5 group. I actually shouldn't be answering this, but I'm just such a nice guy. Yeah. The other way is that back in the day, because I was so scared, y'all, and if y'all ain't picked up on it yet, I stutter. And sometimes I stutter real bad. So I would call the social worker so that I'm not guessing. And I would say, Mr. Social Worker, I'm getting ready to start a housing program about 3 miles away from where you guys are. And just so that I don't outprice your clients, what are your people used to paying for a shared room? What do they pay for that private room? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to send you an email so that you can see the pictures of it. Because I want to be fair to everybody. And watch this. If you were scared, don't use your name that day. That day, my name may be Danny. Good morning. My name is Mr. Danny. I'm getting ready to open up a housing program like 3 miles from where you guys are located. And I want to be fair in price. What are your tenants, or excuse me, clients that you're discharging? What are they used to paying for a shared room or a private room? That way we take the guessing out of it, guys. I told you I'm the best coach in the world at this. And because I'm so great, guys, I messed this up so bad. I made the Channel 8 news and went through a $40,000 lawsuit.
Correct.
That's why I'm so good at it. I've been sued a couple times, actually.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I didn't know what I was doing. But after I got lawyership, lawyers on my team, accountants, and all this stuff that I probably should have had, it's ironclad now. Like, I used to be afraid of a lawsuit. Today, I'm so covered, it don't matter. I'm covered by God first, the blood of Jesus, 100%. And then also a legal team. You put them two together, game over. Yeah. But the way you're going to figure it out is, and watch this, extra information. Under my coaching, I don't care where you live in, unless it's New York, New Jersey, California. The first 3 people that you move in should probably cover all your bills. Correct. The rent, the lights, the water, the Wi-Fi. That's how long I've been doing this, y'all. I don't care where you live. My coaching works in all 50 states. Your first 3, maybe 4. If it takes 5 people to pay your rent, we doing something wrong or it ain't priced right.
I like that breakdown better.
Your first 3 to 4 people should take care of all your bills. Yeah. Here's an example. I got a 4-bed, 2-bath in Orlando, Florida for $1,800. My rents start at $740. But everybody that call that phone, we say $800 because that's my real price. But if he don't have it, we have a soft heart that day and we drop it down to $740. So if you do 800 times 3, what is that? Yeah. 8 times 3 is 24. That is $2,400 with my first 3 people.
That's lights, water, everything.
I can pay all my bills with that, just about. So person 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 is all profit. Does that make sense, everybody? I know these numbers like the back of my head because this is what I do. And remember, y'all advantage of having me, I keep God first. I used to be the social worker for 9 years, so I know the other side. And because when I got into this, nobody would teach it. I went through lawsuits and Channel 8 news and being embarrassed to now I'm the best of the best. And because God is first in me and in this business. Exactly. Not because Derek is so great. I'd be a dummy if I thought that. Yeah. So every day my prayer is, God, I decrease so that you can increase inside of me. Because God, without you, this whole thing is baloney. But God, with you, people are going to think I'm a genius because it's going to change my community with this affordable housing. Exactly. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
If this is your first time ever joining us, first of all, I want to say thank you. Second of all, I hope you're enjoying the content. But probably most importantly, I want you guys to text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086. That's going to give you our introductory webinar that breaks all of this down. And it also gives you a call with someone on our team to answer every question you have before moving forward. Because remember, I don't want you to buy nothing before you have a clear understanding of what this is and how to operate it. So one more time, text only these 2 words, more info, to 407-326-0086, and you will get an immediate download. You click that. You put your name, email address, and phone number, instant download. After watching that webinar, which is about 55 minutes long, first of all, it's going to change your life. Second of all, make sure you book that call, and then you join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel right here at Forston Consultants, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's go.
We are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank y'all so much, man. You guys have a lot of choices of where y'all could be on these internet streets, because it's a broad street. But y'all chose to be here, and we appreciate that. Like, I don't play and joke around about that. Y'all could be anywhere. But if you're here, you probably love God, love people, love real estate, and you're trying to change your life. So I appreciate that. Somewhere on this YouTube channel, they got these things called super stickers or superstars.
Super chats.
Super chat. I think it costs $1. One of them costs like 50 cents. If you enjoying this, I don't mind if y'all do that. But I'll be honest, I'd rather you put your $5 in that elite group that I charge 16 cents a day for. So if you do 16 cents times 30 days, that's probably under $5. That's what one of my elite groups is. So make sure you join our ILF elite group for only $5 a month.
Absolutely.
Every question y'all to ask today is in that masterclass at
10.
length times 10.
Yep,
and again, guys, if you like this is what my group coaching, that collective, is going to be like.
It's going to be way better.
Every 2 weeks, but harder and deeper.
It's going to be better.
So make sure you, and again, guys, remember, I told you the first 10 people, I'm giving a $2,000 discount. So if you text the word or the number 2,000 to my assistant Jennifer that's scrolling below, Jennifer gonna take the first 10 people, and that's who gonna get it. Now I want a bunch of y'all in it, but I'll admit we love speed. So I'm gonna reward people that move at the speed of instruction, that move at the speed of revelation. Because if God has told you to do this, you should be saying, ding, 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 ding. This Loud My Boy got it, y'all. God, thank you for sending me this Loud My Boy Derek, because he my new brother. I'm your new brother now. Let's go, Shay. I'm excited.
I see. So you find the questions now. Your turn.
Okay, cool.
You next. You got next.
So, and then Jennifer, if I miss anything,
I got one.
Show me.
You can view from now. So
I got some of my people coming from the TikTok channel. I told you I was going to shout you out, sister. Thank you so much for being here. Put in the chat where you're located, city and state, and just tell me if I'm right. Do you love God, love people, and love real estate?
That's it.
Put a number 9 in the chat if that match all 150 of y'all. Put a number 9 in the chat if you love God, love people, and love real estate. Next question that came up is actually something I got a slide for. And y'all know I love slides.
Go for it, slideshow, man.
Let me bring my slide up, because everybody asked this,
I'm going to call you Mr. Slideshow.
And this is actually another great teaching point that I usually never give people unless you under my coaching. But I'm just such a nice guy. Watch this. Here is one of the marketing strategies the Richardson family, not Tiffany cousin, but there's another lady that last name Richardson. You said that you and your family are watching this on a 50-inch screen TV with 15 people in your living room. You said, Derek, what is one of your marketing strategies that you use to make it make sense to social workers?
Yeah.
This is a big one. So instead of me saying I charge $700 a month, I tell the social worker I'm under $23 a day.
Correct.
Shay, are they listening?
I don't think they heard.
You know how powerful that is when you're explaining this to people that's trying to get it. When you say, and watch how I frame it. This is such great coaching today. I always compare the raggediest hotel in your city to my pricing.
Yeah.
Because every one of y'all live in a city right now to where they still want $99 a night for the worst hotel in your city.
Yeah. That's
full of roaches, and some of them got bed bugs. But what happens when I show them my housing and I tell that social worker that I am less than $23 a day?
Correct.
Which covers the Wi-Fi, the washer and dryer, lights and water, security system, all the utilities that I'm going to name to make it sound bigger and better. Does that make sense, everybody, how genius that is?
Can I tell you how, like, that is super smart? Because if you think about it, right, Derek, if you think about it, when you drive across motels, not hotels, they normally have their weekly price listed. And if you do the math with our daily price going into monthly, it's darn near, I want to say it's about half the price.
Yeah.
So now you're educating the individuals on how to look at their monthly rent by the day. So it's education at the same time too.
Yeah. So I'm telling you right now, steal this from me. I often don't use that word for nothing, But I'm telling you right now, today, change your pricing. And just to make sure that everybody gets it, can 5 of y'all put in the chat right now? If you have a housing program, whatever you charge, can we divide that by 31 days? You people that are already active, can y'all show my new people what these numbers look like? Put in the chat, what do you charge? Especially my people like Mary, T, Tia, Miss Veronica, the Smith family, Mr. Rodney and wife. You guys are already doing this. What are you charging by the month?
Yeah.
Let's now divide that by 31 and now give them your daily rate. Now let me give credit to where it came from. My big brother, who I started this with many years ago, passed away 2 years ago this past November. Big shout out to Otis Forston, my brother. And my brother was a little different from me in terms of co-ed housing and regular housing. My brother loved the co-ed model. I don't. I like either all women or all men. But my brother was the one that said, Derek, you know how powerful it could be, bro, if we tell these people that what does it cost by the day? Because most people think of a motel stay, like Shay said, of a nightly rate. What if we break our prices down by the day? It sounds better to the social worker, to the case manager, and the potential tenant. So big shout out one more time to my brother. May he rest in peace, Mr. Otis Forston, who started and launched Noah's Ark Housing.
And it's still
who now today is still being ran by my sister-in-love, Keosha Forston. So big shout out to Keosha, who still my brother. I appreciate you, sis, if you happen to be watching this. So I'm going to bring this down, and I'm going to let Shay get back on it. And then I got something I want to show again to another family that asked the question. And then I'm going to go back in the chat. So let me find my other slide. Somebody says, Derek, can you show the structure and what makes you guys successful? God first, and then his softwares and systems. I'm going to have Shay talk about digital flow solutions a little bit. But I want to show you that structure. And this is that 4-bed, 2 bath. And I want to go right to this page. Because when you said Perez family, what makes us successful is this slide right here.
Yeah.
And before I say any other word, can 5 of y'all put in the chat without me saying it? What do you see on this slide that makes me so successful? This is the first time I've actually done this.
Wow.
I'm not going to even say it. If you can read, you can lead probably. Tell me on this slide, can 5 of y'all put, what is the one thing I typed in this slide that makes me so successful?
You gonna wait?
Lord have mercy. That lady, that person Synergy Transport, they're smart.
Ooh, did she pop?
It don't take a rocket science, but if you're not in that world or in that realm, you gonna miss it. And Tanae nobody, Ms. Z nobody, Digital money maker knows about it.
They all answering. I see it.
That's the one thing that separates me from every other coach you done also heard this from.
Yeah.
We believe in the first bill that is due.
Not even a bill.
And watch this. I love this little church saying, it's not a bill I owe, it's a seed I sow.
That part.
Ooh, that's some good stuff right there.
That part.
That's what sustains this whole business, y'all. Not because Derek is so great and because he just, because we keep God first and we give back to him what actually already belongs to him.
Yeah.
And the cool part about God, all of it belongs to him anyway. He allows us to keep the 90 and just say, Derek, give me 10% of that, bro, and support your local mission at your church. Anyway, I'm gonna move on from that. Can you see how the rent is $1,800?
Yeah.
Put your glasses on if you don't bring those today.
And somebody
insurance is only $70. Lights and water, I'm going up and higher at $350. My Wi-Fi is $70. God, that's all your costs are with this. No staff, no sprinkler system.
Come on.
I'm done. That shit take over.
I just no. I just want to put this up
because
Casty asked a question, and this is it. You just talked about it and broke it down. So I hope they're paying attention so that they can see exactly how we decide how to pay these the
Cassie, please tell me you just heard what I said or you now see this slide. Because that's a house that's $1,800.
Literally.
I told you my cost is $800 per bed.
Yep.
If he ain't got that, I got a special program that'll drop it to $740. So you got to do your numbers on what number can you charge the least amount and still be profitable while you're helping people. That's another good way to frame that. Now I'm done there. Those were 2 quick questions that came up that I actually had a slide for. And how we get paid. Somebody asked that, so why I have it up right here? SSI, SSDI. I'll admit my favorite way is that CFP, the Community Funded Program. That call sounds like this. Hey, Mr. Derek, got another one for you. He's 74 years old. Derek, he's the nicest guy you would ever want to meet.
Yeah.
But Derek, guess what? He ain't got no money.
Yep.
Derek, he ain't got no job. Derek, he can't even keep a job. He had a job at McDonald's for 2 weeks and they got rid of him. But Derek, guess what? We got a program, Derek, where we're going to pay you to house Mr. Jerome. And Derek, we're going to do it for 6 months until we get Jerome back on his feet. That means either Derek, we're going to find Jerome a job at Shoney's or at Burger King or at the prison yard, or Derek, we're going to get him approved for SSI or SSDI.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm doing a lot of coaching today. Does this make sense? I don't usually go this deep on the YouTube because this is one-on-one coaching kind of. But that's how that calls out. Derek, this guy ain't got no money. But Derek, because you got a program that's not in your name at Miss Tracy Wilson, but you started Wilson Enterprise, we gonna cut you a check. And
we've done business with you before. We appreciate what you do. You do it with a good conscience.
Am I making sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Somebody just asked about that $5 group. That's scrolling below at the bottom of the screen. But also, if you text the word 5, text the word FIVE to 407-326-0086. That group next week coming into, I'm going to give them that mobile home park spiel, and I'm going to give y'all the insurance that'll give your tenants $490 towards your rent. Oh man, that's good.
Digital Starter said, yes, this is so helpful. Finally, some real clear answers. Absolutely.
I always say that, guys, and not in a bragging point of me trying to be. It's a promise I made God years ago. I said, God, if you help me and this thing changed my life, I said, God, I'll go all over the world share this and I'll never take any credit. Now, one day I did turn it into a business, but for 2 years, I traveled the world giving this away.
Did we
People call me dumb, stupid. This boy going and paying for the building, ain't selling no tickets and just give it away. Absolutely. I don't believe him anyway. God, people thought I was crazy, but now today they beg for it. So I do consult people for money. It's a business. It's a consulting agency, but nobody you will find that'll give you more information than you get from me on my free stuff. Guys, I'm here 7 days a week for free on YouTube. I got a $5 group that'll change you and your family's life. But if you're real smart, you get that group coaching called the ILF Master Blueprint Collective or the one-on-one coaching. Or if you say, Derek, I want that DIY you got where you give me all the stuff, Derek, and I go at my own pace. Guys, I got something for everybody. Whether you ain't got a dime, whether you got 2 dimes to rub together, or you swimming in money and don't know where to put it, but you want a good idea to start a business/ministry, you come to me. My coaching is for people that want guidance. But there's a lot of people that come to my YouTube channel and $5 group and have gotten started. Now, most coaches wouldn't tell you that. They would buy my package. I don't care if you buy my package or not. That's between you and God. God gonna take care of me. He's already told you to get into this, and he's gave you us, me and Shay. Why would you say no to that? And again, if you want people to say, well, Derek, why you gotta charge $5? Congratulations, you the person I'm trying to avoid. If you won't spend 16 cents on you and your family, what $5 gonna do for me? If you can't spend, because by the time it comes through my system, I get $3.18 of that. So cut it out.
So believe me, we ain't
like say I never said that, but that $5, I don't get it all because it goes through my Stripe account. It's for you to invest in yourself. Because the people in that community, I'm gonna build something with y'all.
I love it.
Right? Back in the question, Shay.
Listen, so let's talk about DFS and let's start wrapping up because it is late and we do have a lot to do today. So guys, go ahead.
But can 10 of y'all just put in the chat, Derek, like, I'm really enjoying this, bro? Or if you not put Derek, this is all baloney and I should have went somewhere else. But tell me and Shay, are you guys enjoying today in terms of the information and where we're going with it? Back on you, Shay, and I'm done.
No, so go for it.
I keep cutting you out too, baby.
No, you're good because we've been doing it to each other. My mama pick
on us all the time, y'all, because we cut off each other. I do most of it. But if you're older to us, Shay is just now starting to do it. I cut her off all the time. But my mom says, man, y'all two a trip. Do the people ever complain about y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. I said, Derek, why you keep cutting her off? I'm just rude and excited like that, guys.
So Quantrell Jones asks, what state are we in? We are in Florida, but we do have people in California running successful ILFs. We've got people in over 41 states.
Yep, 41 states now.
41 states that are running ILFs under our coaching. And we're excited to get all states, up and running. And
put in the chat, everybody, what state you're in, and let's see if somebody lists the place where I'm not currently coaching somebody. Everybody put in the chat, what state are you guys in? Shay, go ahead.
Do you have a program where you do everything for people whom work?
Knock it out, Shay.
Not like that. We have a program that will set up everything, and pretty much hand you over a ready structured business, but there will need to be someone to take it over once we've built the actual the business itself for you. That'll be difficult. We've got enough houses and clients to run and coach and consult than to keep adding more houses under ourselves. So the goal is to, again, have others do it because we can't be all things to all people. So that's the reason why we teach it, because we want other people to be able to see what we've been able to gather, financial freedom, legacy in our, that freedom in our finances, because this business opened up doors for us to start other businesses as well. So, it just gave us that. So we want to give other people that freedom to do the same thing. So, if not, that's what we do. We do have a program that will set up your business, get it running, pretty much get you in contact with the people in your area. And then we hand it over to you. And that starts at, is it 37,000?
That's the legacy. 35.
Yeah, 35. Excuse me. I don't add the extra
white glove service.
I add the extra $2,000 on it.
Guys, watch this. Most coaches won't do this. I drive most people away from that. Don't give me 35 grand. But I got some people that say, Derek, I truly don't have the time. I got a bunch of money and I want you to do it all.
Yep.
Now, if you're not that, right, I don't want you doing that. You get the ILF Collective or the ILF one-on-one coaching.
Yeah.
I got other ways of where you can put 35 grand, especially when we're talking about real estate. And again, that's just how
you can literally buy a house.
Most coaches say, give me your 35. Not me. I'm going to actually drive you away from that. So, and the people that normally do it, Shay, is that cool there?
Yeah, that's fine.
The normal people that do that are usually doctors, lawyers, or people that just have a high net worth income.
Yeah.
And they want nothing to do with the learning and doing.
But they're handing over
They just want
business.
the real estate.
And they're handing over a business to someone else, right? Yeah. It may be a child, it may be a family member, it may be, just in general, it may be their church.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we do that, and that's pretty much the caliber of individuals we do it for. We've done it for individuals that, working individuals, and we realize that a lot of times when things are handed to us, we're not stewarding them well.
Yeah. You don't appreciate it.
It's not appreciated because the blood, the sweat, the energy that goes into cultivating something like this is missed. So you don't have that buy-in.
I got a great example, and this is not to shun this person or talk bad. When we first opened up what was back then called the diamond package.
Yeah.
And if this lady's watching, so be it.
But
I had a lady, y'all, write me a check for $25,000. That's back when that package was 25 grand. Y'all, she quit in 60 days. I'm gonna say that one more time. And it's just what Shay just said.
Yeah.
She wrote a check, y'all, for $25,000.
Yep.
At that point, I had just left a job that was paying me 28 grand a year.
Yeah.
So let me be honest, as y'all brother. When she gave me that check, I cried like a baby. I said, oh my God, I just made my yearly salary in one check.
Mm-hmm.
The other reason why I cried, because she quit in 60 days
and
named it after her family member. That broke my heart. So that's what I mean by that. She didn't appreciate all the blood, sweat, and tears I put into it. I went and got the house.
Yeah.
I furnished it. I got all the stuff. I built the relationships. I put the people in it. I put 8 people in that place at $800 a person, which means all you do is walk in and pick up $6,400 a month and take care of people.
Yep.
And you couldn't even do that. I'll admit that broke my heart so much. I stopped that program.
We stopped it for about a year and a half. About a year and a half.
Recently just brought it back.
It's been over.
And now it's got a bunch of paperwork behind it too that you promised me that you're gonna do it. Even though we did have it then too, but it broke my heart. Oh, and watch this. Absolute no refund. You can't change your mind on this and then want a refund. That don't work that way. I can't extract my information back from your brain. So like we talked about last Saturday, don't name this after your mom, your late grandmother, and then don't put the work in it to make it happen. That's a disrespect to their legacy.
It is. Yeah.
This woman named her program after her mother that passed away a couple of years ago. I said, Shay, I'm going to tell you just like I tell everybody else, and I'm your husband. You will not name this after your mama and don't put the work in it to make it work. I will not have it.
Yeah.
I am so proud of her, y'all. She pushes that program to now today, restaurants and banks write her checks to do her thing in the community.
A rundown of what happened last year. So like
put
one
a
of the
mama
banks.
name on it and quit in 60 days and wrote a $25,000 check to do it. As my little niece would say, child, please. 2 more questions and we gone, Shay. Oh, Shay, I promised the Peterson family that I would show all the coaching packages. So we're talking about them so much, but here we go. This way you guys can see it.
Yeah.
As I said, for this year, we call this the no excuse zone. So right here is where I want to tell you guys that every one of y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's called Forston Consultants. I'm live 7 days a week.
Yep.
There's something on at 7:15 a.m. That's usually a recording, just like a TV show. Then 7 p.m. I'm live 7 days a week. If you're on the West Coast and that's too early, 11:45 p.m. I got another one that comes out. I got so much information, y'all. Like, I'm hard to miss. So the YouTube channel is your first source. The next one is this $5 group. This is the one everybody should get. The only people that should not get this is my one-on-one people, because y'all get it for free.
Yep.
The one-on-one coaching people don't get this, but everybody else, I don't care what other package you buy, you should add this as an add-on.
Yeah.
And some of y'all, I'm seeing lately, y'all buying the whole year. It's $60. Like, guys, $5 a month, 16 cents a day. Don't let this keep you from God doing what he want to do in your life.
Exactly.
So text the word 5 to 407-326-0086.
Yep.
That number also is in the chat. The next thing I got, notice I got something at every level. This is now probably going to become my favorite program. This is called the ILF Mastery Blueprint Collective. This is the most recommended. Nobody learns alone, and we learn and grow together. Weekly coaching from Shay and I and from the FC team. This one, guys, is $4,997. Let's just call it $5,000.
Exactly.
But this is the one for the first 10 people that want a $2,000 discount on this. I'm letting the first 10 people get this.
Yep.
Now, we're releasing it Monday at 7, but it looks like Jennifer's already doing something in the background. So if you text the number 2000 to that same phone number that's scrolling below, you will be picked as one of those 10.
Correct.
Because right now it's 0 people in that group, but in February, I want at least 10. So I want to give something so stupidly, outrageously crazy in terms of a scholarship. I want to make sure 10 people get into it because I want to start with a fresh 10 people. So those 10 people get a $2,000 discount off of $4,997 minus $2,000.
Yep.
Text that to 407-326-0086. There's the number right there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is the ILF Mastery Blueprint one-on-one coaching. I'll admit, guys, this is only for people that if you're real busy and you say, Derek, Like, I just want you when I want you, bro. I don't got to wait till a Monday night at 7 or a Wednesday at 2 to talk to you and get my stuff. There, I want your phone number. I want to be able to call you. Because the collective group, they don't get my phone number. Now, I'm still allowing the one-on-one people to get my number, which is rare because next year we'll probably just kill this whole plan. But right now, the one-on-one coaching, you still get my phone number. Call me every day if you want to, Monday through Friday. This is the wide open access.
Yep.
That's one-on-one coaching at $7,500. And all of these coachings, guys, have financing available through Klarna and Afterpay.
Correct.
Now, even though the other one was most recommended, this one is most popular. Most people want this. And they believe because they just want Derek just right here. I'll admit, my one-on-one people kind of don't call me every 2 weeks.
They sure don't.
It's in spurts.
It's a few. It's a
and
few.
Then they disappear. And then they call me when they need me.
Yeah.
The collective is where most of y'all need it because it's every 2 weeks. There is no chance for you to fall off. And that's the whole reason why we built it that way.
I think consistency is going to be the biggest thing with the ILF collective. It's going to keep you accountable, to complete and to finish in the race, right? And that's what I love. The fact that it's putting a network, it's giving you a network of people to be accountability partners with, right? You guys are going to be in your own private community where you'll be able to ask questions among yourselves and with us. You won't see people other than, if they're IMB members that may have had an experience. Let's say you ask a question. Some of the IMB members will be able to say, hey, we experienced this. I'll see if Derek and Shay would allow us to talk about this at your next meeting because we'll be there, blah, 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 blah. And definitely give insight and information to you all about your journey as ILF owners and operators. So I'm excited about that for that purpose.
I love it. And then the DIY, I'll admit a lot of people like the DIY because you get everything.
Yeah.
Everything my one-on-one people get, you just don't get me. So the DIY says, Derek, I can do this on my own, bro. I don't need you to hold my hand.
Yeah.
I don't need your group coaching. I don't need your one-on-one. But Derek, still build my website.
Yeah.
Give me that CRM system. I want
all
all the AI bots, the automation, all your paperwork. And what's cool, guys, when I got sued and made the Channel 8 news and went through a $40,000 lawsuit, that same lawyer that took my case created my paperwork. That joker charged me $8,000. Guys, I give y'all that same paperwork.
Listen, and that's outside of what our our
outside of the lawsuit,
fees, right?
So can you imagine? My paperwork is worth more than any package I offer, other than the legacy.
Yeah.
So one more time, in case if you missed it, my $8,000 worth of paperwork is in this DIY, the collective, and the one-on-one coaching. All of these groups get that. So one more time, if you're like somebody like Jermaine Mills and a bunch of other people that get the DIY, say, Derek, I don't need you. God, Jermaine got his first house after buying this in like 3 months. He filled it in about 3 weeks.
No. He said, I'm going to have, remember, he was in the ILF Academy and he was like, I'm going to get my first house in 30 days.
Yep, he called it out.
He called it out and he literally got his house. And literally on day 28, I think it was like day 27 or 28, he came in the ILF Academy, our Facebook group, and said, guys, I got the keys. Boy, that was powerful. That was exciting. I remember when that happened. That was so exciting. Yeah.
He called these things that be not as though they were.
He stood on business. Scripture. He stood on business.
And then right here, guys, listen up really closely. 95% of y'all that run into us that want to do this is probably also a good starting point. This was only $397, and it's the HRA Business in the Box. This one, and by the way, I coach nobody in Colorado. So whoever put that in the chat, that's one state. Is that a state? Colorado's a state, right? Hold on. Boulder, Colorado. Yes. Yes. So Colorado. Now, I'm sure there's people that hear me coach this that haven't bought my coaching and do it under us, but I am not coaching somebody that bought into or invested into themselves.
Yeah.
So Colorado, please be the first one.
So Mary just asked, do your current one-on-one have access to the collective?
That's the exciting part. So
so
Mary, you spilling my surprise.
I'm telling you, Mary.
So since Mary spilled it, if you're already one-on-one with me, you guys get access to the bi-weekly coaching with the other people. Remember, if you're one-on-one, we sport. Y'all
get access to everything.
There is nothing y'all don't get. Like, right? So great question. So if you're an ILF Mastery Blueprint member,
yeah,
you don't pay for the collective. You don't pay for the HRA Business in a Box. All of that stuff comes with what you have.
Y'all don't pay for the new book that Derek just finished writing.
Absolutely. Watch this. The HRA is where 95% of y'all probably going to end up falling at, to either to start at or you will stay at. The HRA teaches you guys how to get your phone to ring. Some of you guys are so in a rush to go and get a house first, well, that's going to make you drown and be paying rent from your pocket. The HRA teaches you guys how to build what some of y'all call a waiting list.
Correct.
There is no such thing as a waiting list per se, because the people that we serve need housing right now.
It's urgent.
So when they call you and you say, well, I can put you on my list, they're going to hang up and call the next person. But what you can do is, because you communicate and you build relationships so much with social workers and case managers, you always have a steady flow of people. So that's your waiting list per se. But there is no such thing. And let me say this really loudly one more time. Guys, there is no waiting list. People that are calling you when you say, well, I don't have it yet, but I can put you on my waiting list, you can say, sure. But she gonna hang up and call somebody else because they need it right now.
So what the HRA does in that instance, Derek, is it allows you to position yourself to house them with somebody else and obtain a referral fee. So that way you're not just saying, oh, I'll put you on a waiting list. That conversation is, hold on one moment. Let me see what availability we have. And not you, but we have. Because it's going to be the partnerships that you've created in the community that's already housing people. And that's when you establish that working relationship with those individuals. And then you create your referral process that they have to follow. And then they provide you with a referral fee when they move that person in. So that's what that looks like.
This whole package teaches you guys how to do exactly what we do, but you don't need the property. You need a relationship of people that already have it. And again, in that $5 group, I taught a 1 hour and 40-minute masterclass on only how to do the HRA. How do you be a housing referral agent? Meaning, answer the phone, do an assessment, refer to somebody else and get paid for it. So guys, that's not rocket science either. So let me give you our 14-minute free webinar, even before you get into that paid group. And this was now because I think they trimmed it. It's probably 12 minutes now.
Yes, it's a lot shorter.
Check out the HRA webinar that's free by texting HRA to 407-326-0086. One more time, just text those 3 letters to HRA to 407-326-0086. But one more time, if you join that $5 group, the one you're going to see for 12 minutes and the one you see for an hour and 40 minutes are drastically different. The one for 12 minutes is going to give the idea and still how to do it. The other one going to give a longer and more in-depth breakdown. And again, guys, I used to never give that to just what I call regular people. But now it isn't regular. You guys are what I'm calling my ILF Elite Academy. Correct. Looking for you is only $5 a month. Some people pay for it all up front, $60. You don't got to do that. Just pay $5 a month, 16 cents a day. And when you get in, the first thing you do is click the tab that says learning. That's where both master classes are. And I just got 1 or 2 rules for this whole group, right? Rule number 1, no spamming, no selling your stuff. Rule number 2, do not ask no questions in that group unless it sounds like this. Derek, after watching the master class, what did you mean by? Because if you just start asking questions and I see it in that group, I'm gonna be like, they're not following directions. You did not watch
you didn't
watch what you paid for to get in there. So believe me, guys, you don't pay the $5 to go in there and ask questions. I got a free group for that. It's called the ILF Academy. It's free and it's 20 questions in there. But in the $5 group, guys, I don't answer no questions in that group. I'll just be honest. Hardly ever. It's people working together and helping. But the $5 group, I coach in there. I answer questions, but only if you say, Derek, after watching the masterclass, what did you mean by? I'll answer that because that means you watched it and you only need clarification now. Make sense?
We had 2 hours, sir.
No problem. Today was a great room with a bunch of new people.
So
the HRA Business in a Box, Shaw, which comes with all the coaching and the paperwork to be an effective housing provider. Let me be real clear. There is no coaching in this package about how you house people. It's only how to get your phone to ring, how to build relationships, and how you can make money right now today.
Yeah.
Guys, if you'd have met me 6 years ago, actually even 5 years ago, you had to have a house to make this model work. Today, you don't. You need a cell phone and other people that already own properties that do this. So it's called relationship. Forget about real estate. Let's get the relationship. So the HRA teaches all of that. Oh, and the website build out, the CRM system, your business phone line.
Yep.
All of that comes with this. So last but not least, here are all the packages. The 3 are for the ILF model. But if you like my 2 ladies that are in their 70s and say, Derek, I don't want to house these people like me doing it. Derek, I don't want to get into real estate. Derek, I done got old now. But Derek, God did tell me to help people, and I want to help and refer. But you said I can make money from it? That's the HRA. And again, the HRA for 95% of y'all is going to be the training grounds to get you where you're going. But watch this. The HRA Business in the Box is inside of the DIY. It's inside of the collective and the blueprint.
Yeah.
So as I said, guys, I got something for everybody. So I just want to hear from y'all now. And I don't mean you buying today, but after hearing, guys, let me know in the chat which package you think will suit you the best. Will you get one package, which is the one-on-one that encompasses everything? Will you get the DIY and maybe the $5 group? So as I go back over them just to show you on screen, put in the chat, which package do you think fits your learning style the best? Because one-on-one people that are like me, you a little bit hard-headed, and you want somebody to hold your hand the whole way. You want access to the coach with the phone number. The collective is you saying you want to learn every week and learn and grow together.
Yeah.
Right? You two saying you're going to come 7 days a week for free because you ain't got no money. No problem. The $5 group is when you say, Derek,
say it like that.
I'm going to get the best of what you got for $5. Because I heard you got both of your master classes inside of it, Derek. Will you get the collective where we'll learn and grow together every 14 days? Can you imagine having me a part of your team every 14 days? Or will you say, Derek, no, man, I want your phone number, bro. And I want you when I'm ready. Derek, I want the one-on-one coaching. Will you be DIY? I said, Derek, I want your DIY because I don't need you. I need your
just the
stuff
information,
to go at my own pace. Or Derek, I want to start at least know how to get my phone to ring with the HRA. How can I start referring people to make money tomorrow?
Correct.
And not waiting 6 months until I get a house? So I'll admit, guys, my 2 favorite is this HRA because it allows you to start right now today. Not until you get a house, but until you build relationship. And then the other one is the collective where we're going to learn and grow together. And for 10 of y'all, I'm giving a $2,000 discount.
Yep.
Because I want to start February and go from 0 people.
Tia did not help
Did y'all enjoy this today? Tia was no help today, huh?
No help.
Katara didn't help you. Y'all, we went 2 hours, and usually my team stopped me from doing that. Thank y'all for letting me go a long time today.
And we're going to hear about it.
They trying to cut me to 45 minutes, and it's hard. Thank y'all.
It ain't they.
And if y'all show me that y'all appreciate it, just say thank you in the chat so that my team can see it. Because I'm going to try to prove my case that y'all enjoyed it. But if they don't see that, they're going to cut me to 45 minutes per session.
I ain't going to lie to you. It's not going to work, y'all. The team has already spoken.
Y'all put in the chat which package fits y'all. I see some HRAs. I see one-on-one. I see HRA. I see $5 group, but eventually HRA. I see a lot of stuff. So thank y'all again. I'm going to bless y'all now because I'm going to go. Thank y'all so much because y'all could have been anywhere. I pray God's best over your life, your mind, and your physical body, that nothing stops you from getting through this.
Yeah.
No excuses, no neighbor, no family member. And I pray that your spouse is also on board. I would hate for y'all to be split. Now, if you and your homegirl ain't agreeing, I don't care about that. But if you married, I want your spouse, I want your boo thing to be in on this. Because nothing works better than when it's 2 of y'all that become one. And I want to be your big brother as your coach. I showed you guys a lot of coaching packages. You get in where you fit in. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't at least get that $5 group and join us 7 days a week, you're doing yourself a disservice and you don't want to do this.
That's it.
Because at 16 cents a day, that's embarrassing if you don't do it. That's the only reason why I made it so low. Now, next year is probably going to be $300 or $500 a month. But right now, guys, it's $5 a month. Text the word 5 to 407-326-0086. And now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to God's power that worketh in us. Shay, I'm going to still let you bless the people, though. Do anything you like, and we out of here.
Y'all, as always, it's a privilege and an honor to spend time with you. Thank y'all. I just want to say thank you. That's like literally thank you. Good. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for being an active part of our family. This time that we spend with you all is like being amongst family and friends at a barbecue, right? Where the drunk uncle just talks a lot.
but it's educating y'all at the same time. Hopefully.
You like that one, right? But we thank y'all again.
I think we all got one of those, right?
I think we do. But no, just want to say thank you. I don't think you do. But we appreciate y'all.
About my daddy's side. I can find one. My mama's side? No, they ain't even on that.
But yeah, thank y'all so much. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Spend some well-needed time with your friends and family this weekend. Rest and be encouraged as you get ready to prepare for the next week, right? And again, we'll see you Monday night. And for those of you that are interested in meeting us in person in Jacksonville,
Florida,
go ahead and text let me find it.
Good. Come to Jacksonville and see us in person. It's nothing alike.
Go ahead and text chat to 904-664-6692. Get your ticket, and we look forward to seeing you next Saturday in Jacksonville.
Shay, can we make that? Mar made that loop thing for us as the thing. Can we make that as the outro?
Is it in here?
Like right now? Yes.
Yeah.
Because if it is, we'll end on that.
Yeah. Perfect. So if you go to end, you can select a new outro.
Can I?
Yeah. So let me teach Derek in real time.
Y'all watch me learn something. Play outro in stream. I'm not yet.
Go to the outro and you can change it. Go to the video.
Do I need to move that one first?
Yeah, you can delete that.
See, she didn't know that, y'all. So I got to teach her now.
Oh,
so
Lord.
Remove that. Now set outro.
Correct.
See, you didn't say that.
I'm trying to walk you through step by step. You ain't even made it past the first step for me to do it.
Hold on for a minute. Let me set this because y'all going to be proud of me. I'm going to do this all by myself.
All by himself.
Oh, you see that? And it's set. Boom. So I think it's done. So let me remove this other thing.
Look at him.
Man, I pray y'all have a great week too, man. And also join us Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back here. But remember, even tomorrow, even tonight, guys, I'm always on. You can't miss us, right? So let me do this one more thing, Shay. Hold on. And thank you to all of the new people that join us as well, man. We really appreciate that. You guys have a ton of choices.
Let me see if you learned something. Let's see if it works.
Hold on, y'all.
If not, we'll be sitting here like this. Cheesing until the thing goes off.
So, guys, we're out. Y'all be good. Hopefully, if I've done this right, y'all gonna see some commercials and some updates and some of me and Shay on screen. Other than that, you guys be great, and we'll see y'all Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. If this is your first time ever joining us, first of all, I want to say thank you. Second of all, I hope you're enjoying the content. But probably most importantly, I want you guys to text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086. That's going to give you our introductory webinar that breaks all of this down. And it also gives you a call with someone on our team to answer every question you have before moving forward. Because remember, I don't want you to buy nothing before you have a clear understanding of what this is and how to operate it. So one more time, text only these two words, more info, to 407-326-0086, and you will get it immediate download. You click that. You put your name, email address, and phone number, instant download. After watching that webinar, which is about 55 minutes long, first of all, it's going to change your life. Second of all, make sure you book that call, and then you join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel right here at Forston Consultants, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's go. Most people don't fail because they're broke. They fail because they're not in the right room. The ILF Academy is not another Facebook group. It's the cheapest and most affordable access point to learning the independent living facility model. In fact, my masterclass that I taught, it was over 3 hours and 58 minutes. I put that inside of this $5 group. And if you know anything about me, guys, only my one-on-one people get that kind of coaching.
But I'm giving it to you all because I want no excuses this year that you didn't know how to get started. So the ILF Academy Elite is only $5, and I'm going to put the link below. We'll see you there. The first step to getting started with your own independent living facility is texting the phrase "more info" to 407-326-0086. One more time, if you text the phrase "more info" to that phone number, we're going to give you an immediate text message. You fill out your name, email address, and phone number, and we're going to send it to you instantly to watch it with you and your family or you and your team. And then if you have questions, we want you to join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel so that we can learn and grow together. But if you think that you want to move forward with one of our coaching products, we'll also speak to you by phone just to make sure that you understand fully what you're getting yourself into. And again, it starts with our webinar. So text "more info" to the phone number 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.
Hey, Derek, I just want to ask, what's the biggest benefit of independent living facility?
Well, in my opinion, the best form of real estate is shared housing. That's why we invented the independent living facility model, because we view it like this. Why get one house and rent to one income, right? A family usually, mom, dad, 3 kids. What the ILF model does, it allows you to take that same 4-bed, 2-bath home and take 8 people from homeless to hopeful. That's the benefit of shared housing.
So what's the secret to being so successful in the ILF housing model?
The biggest secret literally that we have, and it's kind of no secret because we always say it, we keep God first, right? We love people and we love real estate. So we live by this thing that says that we want to please God, right? Because we believe that if you do that, man, everything else can just fall in place. We believe in helping people. And that's something that's actually in the Bible. God says that when you do unto the least of thee, it's like you're doing it unto him. We also believe in being respected by our community while we're doing it. When I first started this, guys, nobody knew me. Today, we're really well known, but not because of how great I am. It's because of the housing program that's changing the lives of the city in which we live in. And then the last part about it, I want you guys to make enough money to feed your family. So one more time, we believe in pleasing God, helping people, being respected by the community, but I also want you to make enough money to feed your family. And you can do that while doing the independent living facility model. So just text "more info," just those 2 words, "more info," to 407-326-0086. And that's the first starting point.
David, I know you're not there yet, but remember I told you to act in faith, and while you're doing all the homework that I told you about earlier, always be looking for a property, whether that's on Zillow, realtor.com, Facebook Marketplace, or word of mouth using your social media. Always be looking for a property, because you just never know when God's going to say, "Go, it's your time." Yeah, I remember that. But, and you won't believe it, but I actually found a property, and it's in one of them HOAs. And see, David, I can tell already you haven't been listening, because that's one of my major rules, is that we never start an independent living facility in an HOA or a community association. Because always in the fine print, it's going to say something about you can't run a business inside of here and you cannot sublet, which is the entire model of what we do. Does that make sense? Dennis, would you happen to have a list of things that, you did wrong in the beginning when you first started your independent living facility? What kind of mistakes that you made?
David, that's actually a great question, right? Even coming from you. I wrote a book that's entitled "How to Avoid the ILF Fiasco." And in fact, David, it's the 12 dumbest mistakes that are ever made. And because I didn't want other people to make them, I put it in a book. So go to forstonconsultants.com. That's again, forstonconsultants.com, and check it out. That's where you can find all of our ebooks, all of our coaching, and more information about live events.
Well, I'm going to just have to do that then, because that sounds like a good starting point to me. And then I'm going to come to y'all Jacksonville 31st event. I need to be live around y'all too.
That's fine, David, but can I ask what's up with the hat and the sweat across the neck? What's that all about?
Hey, Dennis, I was watching one of your replays on your YouTube channel, over there at Forston Consultants, and you said something about paying us as an affiliate if we refer somebody to y'all and they get the coaching, you will pay me. What does that mean?
David, do you listen or understand anything we talk about? And yes, that's true. We'll literally pay you for using your affiliate link, that if you drive somebody to us for the coaching and they get it, we pay you 40%. We started that last year. Not sure how long Derek could continue to do that, but David, get in now. Text the word affiliate to 407-326-0086. Fill out the information and you're in. It's that easy.
Wow, man. That's a heck of a deal, because basically you telling me if I refer somebody to you for your one-on-one coaching, you're going to give me 40% of that.
Hey, David, did you know that we were coming to Jacksonville, Florida for another live event teaching the independent living facility model?
Yeah, I heard that. I saw a girl posting that in that ILF Academy group that you got. I saw her put a post about it. I just didn't really know that that was actually y'all.
Yep, that's actually a live event that we're speaking at. Tiffany Richardson, who's actually a super affiliate at Forston Consultants, she planned this whole event. She marketed it, she planned it, and her only job was to bring Shay and I to Jacksonville to talk about it. So she's gathering 30 to 40 to probably 50 people that want to know how to do the independent living facility model, and we're going to bring it to Jacksonville, Florida, January 31st. David, make sure you don't miss it.
Well, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to bring my girlfriend with me, too, because I think this is something that we can do together.
So, Dennis, in your professional opinion, since you trademarked the ILF, which is the best population, or probably which is the easiest population to serve when I want to get started with my ILF?
Well, if you're asking me my personal opinion, I love the elderly adults and military veterans. They're super independent. They don't usually need much from you. And again, they're just easier. People that are more settled in life, meaning age-wise, they just typically are a little bit easier than your younger crew. So, but I always tell people also, right, choose your population by what your community is dictating. Where I live at in Orlando, Florida, it screams for military veterans and elderly adults, which just so happens to be my favorite.